Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Nintendo Pow Block here on Boss Network. I'm your host, and I take an excited Eddie V. Joining me is the one, the only boss man himself, Mr. Corey Dirrig. Hello, good sir.
Hello, Edward Varnell.
Hello, Corey.
I don't know why I said your name like that. Fine.
It feels like it's been like a while since we did Power Block. Even though we did record last week, and everything. It just feels good, to get back in the space of recording. Because good googly moogly, the news this afternoon was bonkers. On top of everything else that we have for you. And the reason why I say that, everybody, we're recording this on Tuesday. It was just like Major Nelson got let go. And then after that, the stuff at Meta happened.
What happened at Meta? I didn't see that.
They closed some studios.
Well, yeah,
because
they over invested in VR, and shocking. VR is not the next biggest thing. So
yeah,
GameStop also is closing like over 100 stores apparently.
Yeah, did they jump it up? Because I thought they said first it was Ubisoft was 55. They let 55 people go. It's just been like all of this closure stuff happening.
Everyone's trying to hit their management bonuses. So you know what that means? It means we got to get rid of people. So
yeah,
in this challenging climate, even though everything's more profitable than it's ever been in their entire life.
I can honestly say I didn't know that Major Nelson was at Unity. I thought he was doing something.
That's where he went after he left Xbox. He took like 6 months off, and he was like consulting some places. Because remember, he was consulting for Midwest Games for a while.
Yeah.
And then he went to Unity to be their community person. And now, well,
he's looking. He said he's in talks with other companies and stuff.
I mean, he'll get a job. It's Major Nelson, but like, he was also just nominated to Microsoft alumni board or something too. So,
Okay. What would he do at Nintendo? That would be.
I mean, they hired Gio Corsi, and look at. I mean, that built a really big relationship with indies too.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was a bit. I mean, if they got Gio Corsi and
Major
Nelson, gosh, dude, that would do so much for their online community. Having him,
it would. I don't know how it would pop off for Nintendo.
I mean, I don't know how much it would really change things, but it would be a big news marketing hit for their the Western side of the company. So,
because I think I'll be like, if that happened, roll it out and like be a big rollout in the summer, because I'll be like, not only do you have the Nintendo Direct, but dude, Indie World would be crazy good. Like people would still take that serious, and everything. I mean, people do take Indie World serious, but I'm like, it would be even more serious because like you got Major Nelson.
I mean, just imagine like Major Nelson and like Gio Corsi and like these like you could do the indie / partner direct with them and the two like younger people that do it now, the girl and what's his face, I always forget their names, but they're the ones that do it now. And like you could do like the third party and partner showcase, because Gio Corsi is head of their third party relations here. So at least that's what he was the last time I looked, which was like, I don't know, maybe a year ago. So who knows? But like, having them as part of your like community building and third party relationship, like they would do a lot together, I think.
And I think we both love, or I know I love that indie partnership direct. With them come together, making it like almost their whole direct.
You saying I hate indies?
No, I didn't know if you like that direct or that style of direct.
They're fine. I mean, they're fine. I think they're important. I'm not that into it, but I know everybody else that Boss Rush is. So
Well, with them being together, when they showed that it was first Indie World and then it was the partner direct, like right after each other, like they were put together. So, because it was the first time of them ever doing it, and I'm just like, I love this because not only do people get highlighted around the world, um, but you also got people in this third party partnership, even around the world, being showcased and
mhm.
stuff. So it's just like it's a win win for both, and being able to do that, like if they were able to do that during the summer direct season, man, that would be a knockout for Nintendo. Having like even of its indie games that's already came out being ported to Switch and new ones coming out, and then you got partnerships like with a lot of third party and then probably even some PC developers coming in. Like Switch 2 could like really knock it out the park with Nintendo with all of these partnerships, you know. There's just a lot of possibilities if they got together.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, maybe we'll save that for a day where we don't have 8 billion news stories.
oh dude,
Because
we
we
got
still
a
have to
lot.
cover all the stuff we didn't cover over the break.
Yeah, dude. And then like within 2 more weeks, um we got the developers direct from Xbox to see if they bring anything to Switch 2. Like I'm excited to see what Xbox got in mind, like the gains and the progress that they are, and then if there's anything, you know, a hidden reveal or something, I definitely am excited to see that.
Mhm.
So and
Yeah.
then I because and we'll get into family news, but I think we're going to have our Nintendo Direct next month, and it's kind of going to be. I feel like I just feel like Fire Emblem is going to get like a huge. I mean, even though we know Fortune's Weave is the next game, I think that they're going to give it a good deep dive, and we'll get to that when we get into news and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's Nintendo Direct. I mean, they have a lot to like. We know what's coming, but we don't know when it's coming, right?
mhm.
Because I mean, I think we've talked about Final Fantasy being the big January game, even though Animal Crossing is getting that, the upgrade and the update 3.0 update.
Yeah.
Um, Mario Tennis is February. Yoshi is slated for spring, so I would assume that would be the March game.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I guess Mario Wonder plus Bella, what's it called? Bella Bell Park expansion, probably April. Fire Emblem May. That would be cool. That would be a nice little lineup for them.
I kind of feel like I kind of feel like Yoshi should be April. I think Fire Emblem should be June or July
I
for
mean,
some reason.
I mean, it says spring for Yoshi, so I mean, it could be anywhere between March and May. So
May. Yeah.
um, who knows? We don't really know, but I'm just trying to think of the way that Yoshi has lined up in the past, and Kirby, like those games tend to come out in March.
Hmm.
Yoshi's Crafted World came out in March. The Kirby games come out in March. Uh,
Yeah.
so I'm just trying to think of things that would line up that way.
The thing about I know this is gonna sound weird, everybody, but the
Fucking
first
Ed's gonna say
Sunday
something weird. Ed's gonna say something weird.
the first Sunday in April is Easter. So if I was Nintendo, I'm like, let's get it out for that Easter Sunday. So maybe um kids who are getting a Easter basket and stuff on the day of Easter, throw in Yoshi's in the mystery book. Like throw that mug in and like make it kid friendly and to get good sales. Cause I know for us adults we're gonna buy it, but I'm like to get it for kids who just got their Switch 2 and stuff, or getting a Switch 2 for Easter or birthday or whatever during that time, that'd be a good release for it.
Hmm. Yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, huh?
Yes.
Seems
Unless Nintendo be sneaky and do a Captain Toad Treasure Tracker 3, and I'd be like, yeah.
3. Where's 2?
I thought they did. No, that was the expansion that they did.
I was gonna say I'm totally missed a Captain Toad 2 if there was one.
Because I thought the Switch
Ed's
one
out here spreading lies, everybody. Spreading lies.
because they added so much content for the Switch version that it felt like a brand new game. And I was just like, is this Captain Toad Tracker 2?
By the way, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Oh, so good.
It's an amazing video game.
It's so top tier.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, Corey, how about we get into Snackendo?
No. Okay.
Here. Corey, what have you been snacking on?
Oh boy. I mean, kind of just been snacking on some cookies. We had Casa del Rio this weekend, which like their online ordering was down, so I actually had to go in and like order like it was 1997. It was awful.
What do you say that for?
I don't know, man. I just don't want to deal with people. I just want to order it, go pick it up, and bring it home. I don't want to deal with people. But I had my Chipotle chicken burrito with the grilled onions and jalapenos and extra cheese, and I got Diablo and habanero salsa on it. And let me tell you, my mouth was on fire. So, yeah. It was good, though. It was good, though. Let me tell you. It's pretty good. It was pretty good. Other than that, it's kind of it, honestly. But yeah, it was delicious. Delicious, as they say.
That's good. That's good.
It was good, Ed.
For me, I've been eating graham crackers. Like, it's been really, really good. Yeah, I just been having taste for. I think it's Honey Made graham crackers. I just been eating those too, and I take a bar, and I kind of break it up just in half, and just like, okay, I'm gonna nibble on this, not really dig, gulp, and just kept eating them. Just like I'm like, this thing comes with 3 bags, and I already ran through 2 bags and everything. I'm just like, why are these so? And not drinking no milk with it, just straight on eating them. Like, these are so good. Everything. Still had Chipotle, had a steak Whopper from Burger King. It's like one of their new Whoppers and stuff. Really good, really good. It had the onion rings on it, like the fried onion rings. Goodness, why can I not think? Mushrooms and all of that stuff, and it was really nice. It was just like, no. Today I had Culver's grilled chicken sandwich, which was really good. And then like I ate some Rally's/Checkers fries, dude. I got me a large. Dude, I ate those, laid down on my bed, and was gone. Woke up at 3 a.m. I was just like, I'm still in my work clothes with my shoes on. I was faded, dude.
Dang.
So gone. But yeah, just nothing like really new just yet. And stuff. Besides like the Burger King, that was the only thing that was kind of new. So just kept it really like low key. And then after this recording a little bit later, I'm probably gonna hit T-Bell and get some dinner.
So Taco Bell sounds good.
Dude, man, that they got some little cheese kind of burrito. That must been popping. I'm like, oh, this is so good. No.
Yeah, I haven't had Taco Bell in a long time, dude.
I did get some mozzarella sticks.
From Arby's?
Yes. Dude, so good. I one day I got the 4-pack, and then this past Sunday I got the 6-pack. Of the mozzarella sticks because Checkers was like full. So I got that, and man, and they had this peach cobbler roll that it looked like a egg roll. They give you two of it. And I'm just like, hold on, wait, did they give me the wrong thing? Is this an egg roll? I'm like, oh no, this is the peach cobbler. I'm like, oh wow, it was okay. It wasn't all of that, but Burger King got some cinnamon apple pies. Now I'm gonna say this. There's a particular restaurant back in the 80s and 90s who had fried apple pies. Um, it tastes just like,
McDonald's.
I'm not saying who it is,
Mm.
but if you guys see this, if you know what I mean, if you go to Burger King, get them. The cinnamon apple pies at Burger King, top tier anointings. They is good. And I'm like, I should have bought 3 of these and everything. It's really, really good. I wish Taco Bell would bring back their caramel pies, apple pies.
Mm.
Oh, so those was fattening, but so good. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what I've been stacking on, or I stacked on during this week. I am going to be trying some new foods throughout the week and stuff, so I'm super excited for that.
Mm. Cool. Cool. Nice.
Well, how about we get into Play with Power? Great.
Yeah, I guess we
Where
could
have you
do
been
that, huh?
playing?
I've been playing with Power. I've been playing some.
No,
Oh my gosh.
before before you get in, uh, your Disney Dream Light Valley, uh, because
What about it?
you design your work your valley.
What did I do?
No, it just cracks me up. Like, how does this man like have the time to sit down and redo his whole valley? And I'm like, I sit back amazed because you'll just be like, yeah, I did this, and I, I, I
Well,
redid my
I need it to
valley.
look. I need it to look good. Can't have it,
Well, because Corey,
looking like
like,
trash.
because you are like when you do stuff like this, it amazes me because it's a jealous kind of feeling because I just like your stuff looks so good and everything, and I could just picture you learning from our roller coaster tycoon discussions and stuff, and just how you're so organized and well planned and like thought out getting this because that's one of my weaknesses. Like I love roller coaster tycoon, I love games like these, and planning out parts of stuff I just can't do. But like me, I love making roller coasters. I love designing. And but you have the mind frame of how to design like a whole park and stuff. Um and it's just wish it's a trait I wish I had. But I crack up because you kind of do it almost every 4 or 5 months when you get a chance. Like if you want to redesign, you're redesign. And I think that's cool. But it's just like, wait, you just did this. It's just like, well, that was a few months ago. I need a refresh.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I went to redo my island in there, which, by the way, we'll get into our Nintendo year in review in a minute. Spoilers. Disney Dreamlight Valley was my most played game last year. Without like, yeah. What? What? Hold on. What?
What? No, I just said shout out. I'd like
Oh.
shout out to you. Shout out to that game.
But like the last time I played it, I was going to redesign my island, and then I started like moving trees and stuff around, and then I left a bunch of stuff in the middle of the valley, and I was like, I'll do it later, and then I never went back. So when I went back to do it, everything was just kind of sitting there, and I'm like, oh, well, that's a problem. So it just kind of I don't know, was sitting there. So I just redid my valley and completed some quests on the way in. uh,
I think I understand how people who play Animal Crossing feel when they're
mhm.
redesigning their island and house and stuff. You know,
Yeah, it's good though. I mean, like the island building process in the thing too. What I told you this a couple weeks ago, I think, probably via
mm,
text, not necessarily. Maybe we talked about it on the show. I don't know anymore, man. Time is a flat circle. It doesn't exist. I They streamlined some of the quest stuff for Dreamlight Valley, and you'll be proud of me. I didn't buy the latest expansion yet because, well, I haven't played the other two yet. So, I redid the island, and like I went through and it was like grinding out some stuff, and I was like, oh, this. I feel like I'm getting more stuff than I usually do when I grind this stuff out, and
mhm,
the drops are faster. Like they give you drops faster. The crops and the flowers and the things that you need to harvest grow faster. Like things just happen faster. Uh, and so it helps with it, especially because the game has so much content now and there's so many quests and stuff that have been added through free updates, let alone the expansions. Um,
mhm.
there's just a lot of good stuff in there now. So, but yeah, I mean, in terms of designing the island, I feel like there are always characters being added. So like I need to make room for them. And like I don't want to like build on the sky islands because they're like separate from the valley, and like it just doesn't feel like a cohesive experience. And
Yeah,
like I'm just gonna make room. I'm just gonna shove them all in this little tiny valley space. Uh, the one thing though is that every time you get like the expansion stuff,
yeah.
like they send you to new islands essentially, and the characters from those expansions stay on those islands. So like you're never moving the expansion characters in. You're only moving the free update people in. So
Mhm.
that's good, I guess. There are still like 3 realms I need to unlock though in the main valley that I haven't done yet. Like Monsters Inc. is one, Aladdin is one, and there's another one that I kind of forget what it is at this point.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, Disney Dreamlight Valley, man.
I kind of want to know is organizing things in games they're like kind of therapeutic, you know,
Oh
organizing the
yeah,
town.
it definitely hits
Um,
that kind of OCD bug.
because like for me, I think I definitely think it is, but I think I'm such an organizer of my games. I'm just like, how do I translate that feeling into this gaming and stuff, you know, because like I definitely would throw on a chill hop or some hip hop or some music, some rock band. I love when I find like a new band that everybody's listening to, and I'll go back, you know, pick up their album and listen to it while doing my games and stuff, and it feels like kind of therapeutic. Like it's organization in games just like relaxing to a lot of people. And will that become or stay a big thing throughout the livelihood of gaming?
Hmm.
Maybe that's a
Yeah.
boss rush banner I'll write this
What?
month.
What?
A boss rush banner I'll probably write
Hmm.
this month. I'll think about that.
You should think about that, Ed. Think about it. Think about
And
it.
then I
But yeah, I mean, I've been playing a lot of that. Uh, been inching my way towards 100% in Hyrule Warriors. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I completed 4 more characters this week in terms of their
Mhm.
those side quests. I have 52 hours in the game right now. um,
Nice.
I will probably hit that this week at some point. Um, Probably this weekend. I want to finish it because I have also been uh, I've been playing Fire Emblem Path of Radiance on the GameCube NSO. Man, this is an amazing GameCube game that in a lot of ways is ahead of its time, and in other ways it's so archaic. So this is Ike's story essentially, and Mist and Boyd and those characters at the beginning, and like I'm still in the first chapter. I haven't played that as much as I would have liked, but dude, I plugged it. I took my GameCube controller. I started playing with the GameCube controller, and it's just like, oh man, this feels like I'm sitting on my parents, or when I came home from college after I got the Wii, and I moved home from Columbus because I didn't like it down there, and I was sitting in my old bedroom at my parents' house trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life, and it just reminds me of sitting there with a bunch of Wii and GameCube games sitting out, and it was like Zelda and Luigi's Mansion and Red Steel and this, and it just reminds me of so many good times of like just how amazing the GameCube is as a console.
Yeah.
I love the Switch, and I think the Switch is probably Nintendo's best console overall at this point, but like, man, there's something about the GameCube. Like, I love N64, I love the Switch, and I really think the Wii U is underrated. I know people don't like the hardware, but the games are obviously like, I don't know, if you look at the Switch's top 20, I think like 12 of them are Wii U games, so you might as well,
Right.
Whatever. But dude, there is something about the GameCube that's just so special.
It's that feeling, and we've done episodes about GameCube and stuff, but we feel like just the way that the Dreamcast was, that not only was it just a console that was ahead of its time, giving us these arcade games and stuff, but like the games that they had on there, it's just like so memorable, so classic and iconic. Like Soul Calibur on it. I was thinking about Street Fighter Third Strike on Dreamcast and stuff. And so when I think of the GameCube, I think of like Super Mario Sunshine, Ikaruga, and Eternal Darkness, Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, Nintendo's first party and some of the third party, Fantasy Star Online and things like that. And it's just like Mario Kart Double Dash and Smash and stuff. Like that system, it wasn't as big as the PlayStation 2 and Xbox, but like,
I mean, even in college too, right? Like when we were like in our like common room area, like we would be playing like weird stuff. Like, I mean, I guess not weird technically, but like Wave Race Blue Storm and Extreme G3 and a Soul Calibur, obviously with Link and in it, and like we were always fighting over who was going to be Link, and like just all these amazing. Like even like the 007 games on there are extremely underrated. I feel like. Agent Under Fire and Nightfire especially were like the two kind of GoldenEye follow-ups essentially that EA did, which I still think that the 007 game that EA did on N64 is really good too. I think it was The World Is Not Enough, right? Because N64 got GoldenEye, and then PS1 got Tomorrow Never Dies, which is, I almost bought a PS1 for that. I didn't, and then N64 got The World Is Not Enough and Perfect Dark, which I'm not a huge Perfect Dark person. I've tried so many times to be like, and I know it was essentially like people bought it for the multiplayer because of GoldenEye, right? But like, I don't know. I just never got into Perfect Dark. I wish I did because it's cool. It like on paper, it's cool, right? Like, but I don't know
because it's on N64, right? For Switch.
What Perfect Dark? Yeah,
I need to play
GoldenEye.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the mature 17+ section, Ed. In case you're wondering.
That they need to advance that. It's it's just GameCube, and everybody, we got a time capsule on Expression Pass about the GameCube, so you guys could go check that out. I think me and you, Corey, we hold the GameCube up high, just like the Dreamcast. It's just like these iconic systems and these iconic games. I'm like, that's why you
Mhm.
see people talk about Paper Mario Thousand Year Door and stuff, or Soul Calibur 2 on GameCube, like um um Metroid Prime, but Star Wars, um uh uh
Yeah, I
not
think
Rogue Legacy,
Rogue
Rogue
Squadron.
Squadron.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
when we talk about Dreamcast and stuff too, though, right? It's like, yeah, the Dreamcast is awesome, but like, it literally only had like a year's worth of games, right?
yeah,
Like 18 months worth of games, essentially, and most of them came to GameCube or Xbox or PlayStation or whatever else, right?
exactly.
But like, GameCube, GameCube, I think is infinitely better than the Dreamcast.
Yeah,
I love the Dreamcast. Don't get me wrong. I think the Dreamcast has some awesome games, right? But like,
yeah.
there's something about the GameCube, dude, that's just like it's just one of the best consoles ever made. Period. Like,
Lost Kingdom.
and
I
like
think
playing with that controller again, dude. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this controller is just so
it.
nice. It's
I mean,
comfortable. It just like fits in your hand because it's just like because it's so rounded, right? Like it's not like
yes,
I mean, obviously the Switch and the Switch 2 Pro controllers have that like kind of rounded ergonomic feel to it, right? But there's something about the GameCube that just like, oh, I hold my hands like this and the controller is formed like this. And then the triggers have like the finger kind of like you can lay your fingers in them
yeah.
and like it's just
And
so good.
And I think that's why it was smart of Nintendo when Smash Ultimate came out and they re-released the GameCube controllers and the adapter and stuff, that
Mhm.
everybody was just like, this is probably one of the most comfortable controls in the past times. No disrespect to any other controller, because I love the Pro controller, and Pro controller 2 on Switch I love too. But GameCube was that controller
Mhm.
for me, because it was just like, oh, I could put it in. Um in my hands, and it just like literally fit. Going from the N64 controller to the GameCube controller, this is a expansion pass, everybody. I'm sorry, that's for
Is
another
it
day. But yeah, but like seeing Fire Emblem Path of Radiance get announced, like, Corey, I literally was thinking about you. Like, you were the first one that, like, oh, let me hit up Corey. Because when it got announced, I'm like,
also
wait
the
a minute.
physical copy of that game instantly dropped like $50 on
Yeah,
eBay.
because someone mentioned that it was like, I think if you look on eBay, it was like at $200 for
Mhm.
one copy for something.
Well, that's what it is now. It was up closer to like 300 like 6 months
Ooh.
ago. The Wii version though is going up now. So those are two games I wish I could get back at some point, but they cost way too much money at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably get them anyway at some point. But I
We
just
go to actually.
dude, they're gonna be so expensive at PAX.
And yeah, they would. But I gotta get in touch with Pat because I'm see if he's going to the
By the
Midwest.
way, PAX, where's my notice for if I am going or not? Everybody else on my team has gotten it except for me, the co-founder of the company. No big deal, PAX, but
You doing one of my numbers where you have to email them? Maybe.
I mean, it's just like, come on. Like, and I checked all my spam folders, junk mail, archives, multiple email addresses, nothing. Just nothing.
Yeah, just reach out to him.
It's
And
just annoying, man. It's like, come
I
on.
know
I mean, I know PAX doesn't have all their stuff together anyway, but like, come on.
they're still getting stuff. Um, yeah.
I need to make plans, and like prices are starting to go up on hotels and stuff. So, you know,
Yeah, since Cordy got, well, I think once Cordy gets everything together, we'll start sending her, um, yeah, business stuff with Cordy.
I don't even know what the plan is. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's fine. Whatever. Well, it's
Yeah,
not important right now.
But
Oh.
the hotel that we stayed at, half of the developers was there. Not when we was at PAX West, but PAX East. Like half of the indie developers
Mhm.
was there. So people we knew and everything was there. So we was able like when we see them, we'll say hi, hang out with them and everything. And other podcasters were there too. You know, Summer Gaten, like they was there, and the whole team, and so we hung out with them and stuff. Just like, yeah,
Yeah.
everybody at PAX East was at the hotel that we stayed at, and we were just like, yeah, we need to stay at this hotel again. And it really wasn't a long walk from there to the convention center and everything, but it's gonna be cold because it's in March.
Yeah,
But
I really just want to see everybody. For me, PAX is just like a social thing. I just want to go see everybody and talk to everybody. I don't really care about the event itself, to be honest with you. I just want to go hang out with people. Because I don't get to see anybody ever, you know.
you're right.
I mean, I know you know that, but like, you know, and then like, I don't know, man. I mean, I know you and I are planning some stuff for Pow Block 500 this year. Crazy, which we have to plan that out because like a couple weeks before the 500 airs, we're going on vacation. My wife and I, and then the kids are going on vacation. So we really have to like figure that out sooner than later. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like really excited about that, to be honest with you. Like
I
the
yeah,
like the hotel by us is like super cheap now, and like it just like recording a bunch of stuff and doing some live stuff, and like I'll work from home that week so we can like actually do stuff, and
yeah,
it's going to be a good time, man. Like I'm really like excited to do that.
because I'm definitely am. I know when I come, I'm definitely taking the train again. Because this is gonna be more easier and cost effective. For that. Uh, yeah, then we'll work everything else out from there. Because I'm super excited. For that. Because yeah, I'm
I
super
mean,
excited
it's
and everything.
episode 500, man. I mean, it's a big
Yeah,
deal.
dude, the very big deal. Um, and as much as I'm excited for the episode, I'm excited to see you and the fam. Like I
Yeah,
miss you guys and stuff.
I'm not that excited to
And,
see you, but
and,
500 is a big deal. So
hey, hey, well, definitely at PAX East, just like you, I'm excited to see everybody, and I'm excited to meet new content creators and have these discussions. Because I'm just like, man, meeting all of these content creators and meeting new content creators and checking out their stuff. It makes my social butterfly just fly with happiness. And I know you were just like, let me tuck away somewhere and everything. And plus, I think
yeah,
Guardians Mental Health will be there, and it'll be good to see them along with you, and say hi to Joe and his whole team, and just like show them love again.
yeah, yeah, it'll be good to see everybody and kind of, you know, I don't know. I just miss everybody. I feel like I haven't seen anybody in forever because, well, I mean, it really has been a while because I didn't go to PAX last year.
Yeah,
Uh, anyway,
and
yeah.
yeah, so I already know I'm gonna come back and be like, yeah, I need another vacation. It's time for me to go out.
Well, I mean, PAX isn't really a vacation though. I mean, we're working, you know, it's not
The
like
mo-
we're like,
Look, the moment I get out of Illinois, it's a vacation.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's fair. Nobody wants to be there.
Yeah. Ooh, you know what? I just caught that.
What?
Dragon punch you.
It's fine. What were we talking about?
I'm
Oh,
playing with
PAX.
power.
Playing with power.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. I just thought of you, dude, and I'm like, yeah,
yeah,
it's very because you was in a Fire Emblem uh mood because you was playing Fire Emblem Heroes last episode.
Mm-hmm.
And so when this came up, I'm like, oh, Corey's probably gonna be jumping on this once he find out.
Yeah, and it's been really fun just because I haven't played it since it came out, or like, whenever I play whatever 20 years ago, right? Like I haven't played
Mhm.
it since then. And so like especially when I played Engage last year, which by the way, my second most played game last year was Fire Emblem Engage. uh like it obviously, like, the emblems are past Fire Emblem heroes in that game, and so like you unlock certain characters and you're like, oh yeah, I remember this character. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot what these characters are all about. And so like you start relearning who these characters are, and I'm like, man, I could really use some like Fire Emblem, like real Fire Emblem, and like we were even talking about like what if they did a Radiant collection for Switch at some point where it had the GameCube and the Wii game together, because they're kind of they are kind of together, right? So yeah, it's really nice to see that this is here on NSO and so quick too. Like, I mean, it's what, the 8th game on the service, which is nice.
Mhm.
Uh, and it's been fun. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's one of the better quote unquote classic Fire Emblem games. So, pre 3DS era.
Yeah.
So what, the 3 on Game Boy, the or Game Boy Advance, I guess. The 3 on Game Boy Advance, the 1 on GameCube, the 1 on Wii, and then the DS games. I think there's 2 on DS. It's Shadow Dragon, and I think there's one other one on DS.
Yeah. Because Awakening is the first one for 3DS, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's been it's been really fun to revisit classic Fire Emblem. It's made me go back and look at the series that I like, other series that I like, and just haven't played the older games in such a long time. To
Mhm.
the point where, like, I told you I was making a backlog list of like these classic games that I haven't finished or played or whatever.
Yeah.
And like I was looking at the games that are coming out soon-ish, right? Final Fantasy 7 obviously is one. Although I'm getting the Zelda Figma figure. So I think Final Fantasy 7 is going to wait a little bit,
Yeah.
maybe until February. But I mean, it's only $40. So like, you know, I'll probably get it in February because I'm not interested in Mario Tennis at all. I don't care at all about Mario Tennis.
I'm picking it up. I love the fact that I love the fact that they have been doing some marketing on it. But yeah,
Also,
it is a game that I am picking up.
um, but I also have been looking at Metroid Prime 4, right? Because like I've been playing it a little bit. I'm like, I need to go back and finish Prime, and I'm like, you know what? I never finished Metroid Prime 3. And so like I'm
Ooh.
like looking at it on Wii, like, because I don't own it on Wii.
Mhm.
Uh and then I'm like, oh wait. So I turn on my Wii U and I own the trilogy. Like that, remember when they released a bunch of Wii games on the Wii U that you could just
Yes.
download? I own it
Yeah.
on the Wii U. So I'm like, oh, I'll just play, like, I'll play I'll play through the whole series. I'll just play 1 on Switch, and then I'll play 2 and 3 on the Wii U, and then I'll go back to 4 on the Switch too, and maybe play through the series that way. Um, and I'm like looking at all these things. I'm like, I should really get the Wii game, the Wii Fire Emblem game. Um, but maybe I'll like trade some stuff in and get it, because like I don't know, man. I remember really liking the Wii game a lot, which is like Makaya's game. Uh, so, and I like Makaya a lot. I just unlocked
Mm.
Makaya, the emblem version of Makaya in Fire Emblem Heroes, actually.
Oh, nice.
uh, so that's been, man, Fire Emblem Heroes, man. What a great game that you can play totally for free. Like, it's like a full-on Fire Emblem game that you can play for free, and they add stuff all the time.
Yeah.
The entire camp, like the entire story mode is free. There's 12 books now in the story mode, and they're all free. And then the paralogs are all free. And then you can play each of them on normal, hard, and I think the last mode is called Lunatic, which is the hardest mode. You can play them all for free. Now, granted, you have a stamina meter, right? And like once your stamina meter runs out, you can't play until it refills or whatever. But that's like, oh, well, one story mission costs 1 stamina and you have 100 stamina. So you can try 100 times before you can't play anymore, So,
Right.
And then every 5 minutes you get, 10 stamina back, I think. So, it's like, whatever. It's, and then if you want extra orbs and extra stamina passes or whatever, you can get the pass, which is like $10. But, yeah, I've been thinking about getting the Wii game now that I'm kind of playing the GameCube game again. It's in my head. I'm thinking about it. I should look that up right now, actually. How much is the Wii Fire Emblem? Fire Emblem Wii is
$79.
Oh, yikes. It's starting to go up. Oh my gosh. Somebody's selling Fire Emblem, Xenoblade, and Skyward Sword for $179.99. Gross. I'm like, those games are on Switch, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's it's starting to go up. It's starting to go up. Disc only is $109. Gross.
Oh, no.
No way. Not doing that. There's a complete version. I don't want the Peggy version. I don't know. $130 complete with manual and inserts. I don't know. It's still kind of high, but free shipping. Oh, it's Canadian shipping though, so gross. Yeah, this game is very expensive. I see. So, well, I mean, now that people can't sell the
GameCube version,
the GameCube version, the Wii version is going to go up. And I should have bought it last summer when it was like $75, $80. I thought about it and I'm like, nah, because when am I really going to play it? And then I hooked my Wii U up and I'm like, nah, I could probably play it now. By the way, back to playing with power. Sorry, I know we're kind of all over the place. Can I just tell you how good this game looks? Like the emulation on the GameCube, on the Switch, and on the Switch 2 is like really good. Like it looks really nice. Like the text is really nice. Like it's crisp and I can read it. It's not like blurry. Like when you try to hook up a standard definition kind of console to a HD TV or whatever. And then even in handheld mode, it looks even sharper in handheld mode. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks so nice. Like I would totally, if they just sold this for $50, I would have bought it. Like
it literally would have just been like they were probably had to like restock it and everything.
I mean, like it's just like this is such a nice looking game, and like the little character portraits, like when they're talking and stuff, are really sharp, and like I like how the hand drawn portraits are they're really well done, and it's just like, man, I would kill for a widescreen HD version of this game with quality of life. Like quality of life improvements with some like, some maybe voiceover work, I think, man, if they would just, they don't even have to like do much to it. They just have to clean it up a little bit. Like, man, they could do so many cool things with this and the Wii game, just put them together. Although I think the Wii version is voice acted at this point, but I actually can't remember all that much. I can't remember. I just hear Makai's voice in my head because she was in Engage, and I used her in Engage a whole lot. This really weird high pitched voice. Her and Celica a lot, but
yeah, I think people will be like, yeah, give us the collection. Um,
Yeah, I would really like a Fire Emblem collection at some point. Of these, like either these games or like HD ports of the 3DS games, which I think we'll get into it later. I think more and more I'm looking at stuff. I'm like, I think DS and Wii are the next two expansion pack consoles. I
from Nintendo,
yeah.
yeah, because that would.
I mean, you can't really go anywhere else at this point, right? Unless you put like the Zelda 3DI games on there, or you went and were like, hey, we need Turbo Graphics or Saturn or Dreamcast on. Like, you could go to other
A
companies and put them
Duo.
on there, but like, I feel like if Nintendo doesn't want to raise the prices of that, although
Yeah,
I think they'll raise the price of NSO before they raise the price of the Switch 2, honestly.
yeah. I
Um,
think if they raise the price up, that means that we're getting more systems. Because like Retro Boy should be releasing soon, I
February
believe.
12th, I think.
Yeah.
Did you pre-order your plastic helmet, Ed?
No, I did not.
Come on, Ed. I'm going to be playing Virtual Boy by myself.
Yes.
You
I,
suck.
I want I want to hear how it does before I order it, because I'm just like, I don't got no space for a Retro Boy.
Sure you do. Clean up your office area. Get a desk.
Later on that.
Get a desk. I will send you this one. You can take it home with you when you come visit. I bought a new desk, by the way.
Nice.
I'll get to that in a minute too. Anyways, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, highly recommended. If you are into Fire Emblem and you haven't checked this gem out, you should check this gem out because it's very good.
Yes.
But that's kind of it. I've been playing a lot of Power Rangers with my kids,
Nice.
and not the video game, but like the actual
The toys.
figures. I told you Miles keeps stealing my Power Rangers. Like, I gave him a whole bunch. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I'm going to keep these ones for my collection, and then I'll start, having a collection. No, he's like, oh, Red Dragon Zord. I need a Red Dragon Zord. Steals mine. Oh, a White Tiger. Santa got me that, so I need this. I need this, this, and this, and so he just takes mine. I'm like, oh, okay, never enough. These kids, as I still buy Power Rangers. I have 10 of them unopened over here still. So, and there's 6 more on the way.
Wait, what?
I had to get, the Power Rangers.
Well, I know you said that you were organizing and cleaning.
Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm the Lightning Collection, right, which is like the Hasbro's kind of nice line that they put out before this awful Playmates line. I'm collecting the Mighty Morphin Rangers, and then one nice set of Zeo Rangers, which was the season after. The problem is Mighty Morphin is the set that they made the most of, along with Power Rangers in Space and Lost Galaxy. Because a lot of the Mighty Morphin stuff includes the Shattered Grid stuff, which is like Lord Draken and the Ranger Slayer and the TMNT crossover stuff, and like obviously all the bad guys from the show and that kind of thing in the movie stuff. So like there's the Ninja Rangers, then there's the Metallic set, and then there's the the red, black, and yellow Ranger all had 2 versions, because when Trini, Jason, and Zach left, we got Aisha's, Adam, and Rocky. So those are all, separate things. And then when you get, we did this, I feel like we did this whole thing last week, but like, then you get into like, the 4th season of Power Rangers, like they were all turned into children by Lord Zed. So the Alien Rangers came in. So you have the Alien Ranger set. with the Shogun Zords. And then you have when you get into the Shattered Grid stuff, you get into, Jason, Zach, and Trini, when they left the show, quote unquote, they went and became the Omega Rangers. So there's an Omega Ranger set. So yeah, theoretically there's like, 6 Power Rangers. That makes sense. No, there's like 40, 45 of them. Plus, like, you get into the Green Ranger saga, right? Where like, there's the Green Ranger, the bad guy Green Ranger with like the dragon sword and everything. And then you get the good guy Green Ranger, and then you get the unshielded Green Ranger, which, is just a regular Ranger with no gold shield. And then you get when Tommy came back in Dino Thunder and became the Black Ranger, he fights, various versions of himself from the other seasons of Power Rangers, right? So like he'll fight the Green Ranger and the White Ranger and the Zeo Red Ranger and the Turbo Ranger. And, he fights himself, and to get I don't know what it's called, the Dino Stone or whatever they're called. I don't remember. I didn't really watch that much of that season. I just think he's cool in that season. But there's a new version of the Green Ranger in that show called the Fighting Spirit, which is the Green Ranger, but a different look, really.
Yes.
Where like his helmet's a little bit bigger and has like bigger fins on the top that are gold instead of green. And it's a cool looking figure, or it's a cool looking version of the Green Ranger, but there's that version of the Green Ranger figure. And I would like that too. And then there's like when the episode where the Black Ranger gets the dragon shield, right? There's that version of Zach, which is really cool. And then there's there's so many. The Red Ranger when he uses the dragon shield, and then there's the Tyrannosaurus Centuries that are like the essentially if you look at Star Wars, like the Imperial Guards, like the guards that wear the red things in Star Wars, right? Like they have those versions, like the Tyrannosaurus Centuries in that. So like those figures exist, and then the Mastodon Centuries also exist, which are like these beefed up Mastodon Black Rangers, but they have guns and artillery. Like they essentially look like G.I. Joes and Power Rangers had babies.
Oh wow.
So, and then there's like 2 versions of Lord Draken. So I have one of them. I didn't open it yet. But, Lord Draken. So
nice.
Which is like when long story short, alternate timeline, Jason, the original Red Ranger, is lined up to be the White Ranger to take on the Green Ranger, because the Green Ranger never switches sides like he does in the show. But while he's going through the White Ranger transformation, the Green Ranger enters the command center and like takes out Jason while he's undergoing the transformation, and he doesn't have his powers. And then he merges the Green Ranger and the White Ranger powers. And that's how Lord Draken is powerful. Nice. I've been in a really deep dive on Power Rangers lately, Ed, and it's been really fun. But there's also like, so that Lord Draken has the White Ranger suit on. There's also one where he has his Black Ranger suit on, which is really cool. And his throne, and like Saba with the head ripped off and broken Ranger helmets laying around him. That's in the mail. Well, here's the thing. I want to keep that one, and then my son's been wanting a Lord Draken, so I'm gonna, when we like open these up, I'm gonna let him keep this Lord Draken. So, although he's gonna think the other one's cooler, and he's gonna want that, but whatever, he can't have it. So, there's also 3 Yellow Rangers over here that were $9 a piece. Anyways, Power Rangers, cool. Ed, what are you playing with Power? Why do you keep letting me talk?
I thought, yeah. So for Switch, I did pick up Power Wash Simulator 2. It was on sale. But I played the Dragon Quest 7 demo. It is
Yeah,
a
how'd that
must
go?
buy. It's a must buy. I already beat the boss. I did a lot of grinding. I sent some tweets out to Chad Caselmo and was cracking up with the dialogue, and I wanted to play so much more. It feels like they rebalanced the game, so the difficulty is not too hard for this. And I'm like, you still do a lot of grinding and everything, but it just feels so good and looks so well. Music is like fantastic. I love the Dragon Quest music. um, probably put in about a good 4 to 5 hours in. And I cannot wait for this game to come out. Just truly, truly enjoyed it. And my save data is going to carry over to the main game. So once that happens,
Square Enix is not
uh,
really good at doing that, allowing you to
yes.
transfer that stuff over.
Yeah, so and it looks really good. It's so super smooth. It plays so well. It's going to be. I don't know what they're going to give this game. I hopefully it gets like 8.5 or 9s or even a 9.5. But they really went in the and worked on this game. They gave it a new life. So it don't to me personally, it don't even look or feel like the PlayStation 1 version. So that's really, really good. Um with that, I been playing. I'm at the end of Yakuza 4, and I beat it on PlayStation 3, and I'm close to the end. There's some things I got to do on this one. It's just not really a long game. I think if you played it really on easy, you probably could get through it. I would say maybe within 6-7 hours. And stuff. Um, I I think it's really is the weakest one in the series. I I really kind of don't like the gameplay in this one in a sense. Um so I'm playing it on Series X, so I'm going to beat it and everything. But I already beat it before on PlayStation 3. I'm just like kind of catching up with it. Uh because Yakuza 3 Kiwami is coming out. So I was just like, well, let me play 4. I'll wait for Kiwami 3 to come out and drop, and then I'll play 3 and everything, and I should be good to go. I still need to finish Yakuza 0 though. That'll
I
be the last
assume.
one.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
sorry, sorry, sorry,
Go ahead.
sorry. Oh, I
No,
was
no, go
just
ahead.
gonna say, I assume 4 and 5 will get a Kiwami treatment, right? I
Mhm.
mean, now that 3's gotten one, like I was like, okay, well maybe they'll stop at 2, and then they did the remaster of 3, 4, and 5, right? But like now that 3's gotten its own Kiwami version, I assume 4 and 5 will get their own, right? I would assume
Yeah.
that now, considering like I feel like they're at that point where they're almost where Zelda is at this point, right? Where they're like, here's a mainline game, here's our spin-off game, and then here's our remake at this point, right? That's where I feel like
Yeah.
Yakuza is at now. So they have time in between, or like, because obviously the pirate game came out last year, and now Kiwami 3 is the remake, and then next year we'll get 9 or whatever, right? I feel like that's the path they're on.
Yeah. Cause the one on Xbox, and I think the one that came on PlayStation 4, they're the Yakuza 4 remastered.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's just like, okay, go ahead and give it if they do the Kiwami version, I hopefully they change a lot of the difficulty, because there was just a lot of stuff that was just completely unfair in that game.
Yeah, I assume
So
they
I
will.
think, I think they need to balance some things with that. Um, but yeah, started playing Final Fantasy 16. Uh,
On Xbox?
oof, yeah. Um, I'm loving this game. Uh, it's fitting my need for action games right now. Um, the music is phenomenal. in this game. I'm just like, and the voice acting, of course, is like so good. Hearing Sid, like hearing Ben in this one as Clive, I was just like, oh, okay, now I get it. And it's such an amazing game. I was just like, the wait for it on Xbox was worth it and everything. Because it controls well. It's really easy to get into. Of course, there's still a lot of cutscenes and stuff like that. But I can't wait to be like grinding and getting into more fights and stuff. Like it's so good. It really is good. And I'm just like, I hope when they do Final Fantasy 17, I'm just like, kind of keep it action based like this.
Well, I
You know,
assume, especially with like Final Fantasy 7 and stuff, I assume Final Fantasy will be the action RPG series at this point, and Dragon Quest will be your traditional JRPG grind fest, right? And then obviously the classic, or not the classic, but like the smaller budget Octopath style games will be your kind of, here's your hint of classic games type thing. And then, you know, when Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out in 17 years, that'll be,
yeah.
you know, oh, hey, this game was actually made for Game Boy, but we're going to make it. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just kidding. I'm excited for Kingdom Hearts 4. I don't even know how to even prepare for that at this point.
What is the what's that one PlayStation 5 game that everybody turned down? Not Forgiven or Spoken. I kind of want that on Series X now.
I mean, it's super cheap on PlayStation. I mean, I know you don't have a PlayStation 5 right now, but
yeah.
I will trade my newly acquired PlayStation 5 for Power Rangers if anybody wants one.
For that Megazord. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about
it later.
But yeah, it was that that I played. Been playing Ender Lily's Quietest of the Nights. That's the first one. So I've been playing that on Series X. I am going to get back into my Switch 2 games and stuff. But I just been trying to catch up on some of my Xbox stuff. Cause like after Final Fantasy 16, I do want to start Death Stranding. Because I had when that game was released on, was it Series X or Xbox One? It might have been it might have been during Series X a couple of years ago. I had that game, bought it, but never installed it and stuff. So I kind of want to finish Final Fantasy 16, take that off, and then put Death Stranding in there, because hopefully Death Stranding 2 starts. I will get back to Assassin's Creed Shadows also.
Yeah, Death Stranding 1 Director's Cut is on Xbox Series X.
Okay, so it was the Series X. Okay,
because it came out on PlayStation 4, and then the Director's Cut came to PS5 and PC. And then literally like that, what was it, the 5-year mark or to the day, it just like randomly drops on Xbox.
Yes. So yeah, and then I'm gonna get back because I still got Assassin's Creed Shadows. I got the CD still in my Series X, so I do want to work through that and everything. Like I kind of do want to work through my backlog stuff.
Yeah,
and I know
do that too.
And I know Final Fantasy 7. It's a great with that. I have to get that one for a Switch because I got hooked again playing it on Switch 2. And
does that demo content does that save data transfer over?
Yes.
Okay, maybe I'll play the demo, and then when I get the game, I'll just continue once I beat the demo or whatever. The demo is just that opening scene where you kind of go through and take out that generator thing, right? That's kind of the opening.
Yeah. It's it's the same as the regular game and stuff. But it's more. I won't say it's more challenging. But there's more to do in that boss fight compared to what the original game is.
Oh yeah.
And
Well, I mean
I,
they squeezed, what, a 45-hour RPG out of a 3-hour segment. So
mhm. I mean, because I will say this: a lot of Final Fantasy VII remake is changed from the main game, and
I know.
I can I know I it's on my Twitter because I was talking to Cam about this and some other people. There's one fight I fell out laughing and screaming and yelling because it's maybe one of the most insane boss fights I have ever encountered. Even outside of Bayonetta 2 boss fights, and that game got some wacky ones too, but like I cannot, people who know the game, please do not ruin it. Even though I ruined something from uh last week for
Expedition 33. Yeah, and I didn't
yeah.
cut it out because I forgot.
uh,
Whoops.
no worries, no worries.
Oh well.
um
I mean, I'm worried, but
you people,
it's fine.
they'll see it once if it ever comes to Switch 2.
It's fine.
Goodness, if it comes to Switch 2, like Shadow Drop, and I'm like, I need
It's not going to shadow drop. They're going to make the biggest deal ever out of that. Nintendo is going to make the biggest deal ever out of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, it's going to come in some sort of anniversary edition that has the entire game and all the updates on the cart.
Mm.
So, and at that point, I will sell my PlayStation copy and get the Switch copy on the cart.
How quickly will we be pre-ordering that game,
dude? They won't even, the direct won't even finish showing off the game, and it will be pre-ordered, and like I will pre-order several copies.
I'd be like, Corey,
why you ask? I don't know, but it sounds like a good idea.
I'd be like, Corey, I can't pre-order it, the link is broke, and the website would be down.
Yeah, sorry, I broke it with my 75 windows open.
We call it the Ryu Ultimate when Ryu broke the NSO, not NSO, the eShop when he came to Smash Brothers. Like
right.
Like they broke it right after the direct on the same day.
I mean, to be fair though, the Wii U eShop is not very well. It is what it is.
Exactly.
It was what it was, I should say. It's dead now. It's dead.
Yeah, yeah. Earthbound Beginnings, I'm still playing on NES.
Ew.
NSO. So I'm working through that.
Earthbound.
I know.
It's just it's just funny. I just love giving that game a hard time. I should really just sit down and play through those games and just be like, look, I did it. Are you happy?
Because I gotta replay it on Super Nintendo NSO. Because I still have it on Wii, but I don't have my Wii set up. So I'll just start it from the beginning. And since I could rewind in case if anything happens, I could do all of that. So I'll do that on NSO for Earthbound. Because I kind of want to finish those two games and stuff.
Do you?
But yeah.
Do you want to finish them?
I kind of. One more thing, Corey, before we move on to family news. I kind of need to install Forza Horizon 5. And try to get as far as I can in that game. Because I'm getting Forza Horizon 6. And I'm just kind of like, I need to play 5 because I feel like I didn't give it this due. It has a bounce soundtrack, but I'm just like, I didn't give it enough time for those races. And I was still kind of in the beginning stage, so I kind of want to work on it and finish a lot of those races and stuff and make progress in that game. So yeah. but that's for those things. That's what I'm playing with Power. I'm looking at Demon X Machina that I still need to unwrap. Trails through Daybreak 2 I need to unwrap. Like a lot of my Switch 2 stuff I need to unwrap and play.
Yeah.
Some of my Switch games that I have I need to unwrap and play. Shoot, some of my Series X from Black Friday I need to play.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's what I'm playing with Power.
Nice. I'm really focused on beating, because like I was saying earlier before I got distracted by something. I was looking at the games that that are coming out over the course of like the next 3 or 4 months, and like there's just nothing that I'm like dying to play.
Mhm.
And so like I really want to like work on the games that I haven't played or haven't finished, especially on NSO stuff, right? Because there are so many games in NSO right now, Ed. Like if you are a retro gamer, essentially, right? Like you go on NSO, there are like there on NSO alone, there's like what 400 games or something, 400 classic games or something across the 7 consoles that are on there. And so like you look at that, and then like obviously the classic games collections of like Mega Man and Castlevania and all that. It's like, man, the Switch is just like a classic gaming machine, dude.
Yeah.
And then you can get all the controllers, obviously, from Nintendo's online store and like really feel like you're playing the classic game. Oh my gosh, dude, this thing is like an amazing classic games machine.
It
Just
I
amazing.
mean, and because of those classics, it helped people go through those games and prepare for the new games, and people see why they're impactful, and why they show up on 100 games this or games of all time this. I'm like, yeah, these games were doing something that you see in modern gaming today. Modern gaming took those things and refined it, but it was because of these games that created this lore, that created this series, and this created
Mhm.
these fans, and why so many people care. So it's just like,
I mean, it's not even
um,
just that either. It's like, I mean, even you look at Nintendo, like you said, what Nintendo was doing compared to like even compared to what Genesis was doing at the time, right? Where you look at like,
mhm.
oh, well, this is look what Super Mario World is doing, and look what Zelda is doing, and look what all these games are doing, and then you go and look at like, oh, I guess I'll play Vector Man. Cool. You know,
But like,
I mean,
but
don't get me wrong, Genesis had some great games, right? Like we talk about Rocket Knight Adventures, we talk about Hyperstone Heist, we talk about,
mhm.
obviously the Sonic games are classic, but like, are they really as good as they used to be, or is those nostalgia, whatever? But like, Beyond Oasis, I always call it Ever Oasis, which is the 3DS game. But like, okay, yeah, people compare that to Zelda, but is it really like Zelda? No. And it's like Nintendo was just
Mm.
doing so many innovative things at the time. And why, like, you look at all the consoles that have come and gone over the course of the last 40 something years, and it's like, well, look at what Nintendo was doing in the 90s. No wonder they're still relevant. I mean, obviously they've had their ups and downs, but like no wonder they've survived when Sega didn't, or obviously Microsoft isn't, or TurboGrafx didn't, or whatever these other companies were doing at the time, like 3DO and Jaguar and Lynx and Game Gear, and you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like it's just wild, man. I love it.
yeah. I do want to give. We're going to get into family news after this, everybody.
No.
I do want to give Sega its props, because just like Super Nintendo, we talk about games and we talk about soundtracks and stuff like that. Sega had its own. I'm like, I'm not going to disrespect Sega and not giving them props for Streets of Rage 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, like Fantasy Star 4, like
Oh yeah, there's some great games on Genesis. I wasn't trying to say that there weren't, but I mean like
mhm. And then the Sega CD, dude, giving us Snatcher, um,
Sewer Shark.
The crisscross game, Mark Wahlberg's game, like, but
God.
I'm not gonna deny that Sega was a kind of ahead from Nintendo when they did CD gaming, for console and stuff. I'm not gonna deny them having a headphone jack to actually hear the music different from what you hear on the TV and stuff. So I'm like, I'm going to give Sega its props because Sega was doing stuff different that Nintendo couldn't do or
Mhm,
wasn't doing. You know, um, yeah, Super Nintendo had a great soundtrack, but that's because of Sony.
mhm.
You know, I don't think Nintendo would have had like some bomb sounds if they did not have a good sound chip. They have great arrangements in music, even from Nintendo third party. But shoot, Sega has some bomb tracks of their own. I'm like, out of anything, Sonic 2 soundtrack and Streets of Rage 2, Sega Genesis was leading the sequels when it
Mhm.
came to games. I think that's how you do a sophomore game. Not only do you evolve the graphics and stuff, you evolved everything, and Sega was so good at that. So
Yeah, I also like, you look at you look at some of the things though that they had to do, like when Street Fighter ended up coming to Genesis, right? But the
yeah,
people that only had the 3-button controller, which was like the worst design controller ever made. um and like pressing, you had to like press start to like swap between the different
yeah,
move sets, and it's like, oh my gosh, dude, this is so dumb. But also, like, you look at the X-Men game that came there, and you had to like, they were doing some Kojima stuff where you had to like hit the reset button, or you know what I mean, like plug your controller into the second slot, or you know what I mean. They had different things like that that were like, oh wow, this is weird, this is crazy, I can't believe we're doing this, you know. Wild,
yeah.
wild, man. So good.
So yeah. But Corey, how about we get into Femi
Oh, I guess
news?
so. I was having fun talking about nothing, but I guess we can talk about the things that are happening in the world of
Look,
Nintendo.
Corey, this it's about to be another hour and a half because we got tons of Femi
Yeah,
news to
so I mean,
do.
there's a lot of stories, but I don't think we're going to spend a lot of time on these, honestly.
True.
Like, I mean, all right, so let's talk about this. Lego Pokemon sets, Ed. The first official collaboration between Pokemon Company and Lego are set to launch in February, featuring Eevee, Pikachu, and the Kanto starters. Lego and the Pokemon Company revealed their first Lego Pokemon sets. They used to do what, Mega Blocks? Was that what they were doing, or
Yeah.
that's what they were doing, right? Or Lego, or
Mhm.
not Lego Constructs? The I don't know. There's a third Lego, fake Lego brand that like my kids use, but I forget what it's called. Anyways, they're launching on February 27th, and the sets include Eevee, which is $59.99, Pikachu with a Pokeball, which is $199.99, and then the massive Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise set will set you back
And
$649.99 US. Did
hey,
you see how big it is, though?
no, I haven't.
Dude, it's huge. It's like 3 feet tall. It's humongous.
Ooh.
Well, like Charizard is like flying over the other two, and they're like standing on
Uh-huh.
this giant mountain. It's like, I don't know. There's something like 9,000 pieces or something ridiculous.
Okay.
Fans can also get a free Kanto region badge collection with the largest set, while Lego insiders can access the exclusive mini Pokemon Center for 2,600 points. Each set features posable figures, displayable configurations, and hidden Easter eggs for collectors and builders alike, according to the Lego store.
Shout out to Stephanie Klimov. Please go read her article on bossrush.net. She covers this story. Man, I was just shocked when I seen the 649 price. I'm like, what the? Okay, I see it now. All right, now I understand.
You see how big it is,
Yeah.
though? I mean, it's like, I mean, it's a Lego set, so it's freaking expensive, but it's big.
Yeah.
You know,
The Eevee one look cute. And Pikachu, he looks cute too. But I like the Eevee one.
the Eevee one's the best looking one in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
But
my gosh, these things are so big, man.
And it looks like they kind of had to design different style Legos for it.
Well, they have the rounded ones, which those are really big in like the Star Wars sets, and some of the other kind of licensed sets have those rounded Legos.
Because
The Disney ones have them too.
the Duplo ones have the rounded ones, so I wonder if they're making
right.
both.
But the Disney Lego sets, especially when they started coming out with the sets during the 100th anniversary of Disney, like those have rounded Legos too. So my kids got this Disney train set, Lego train set for Hanukkah, and it has a lot of the rounded ones that you see here. So
okay, I think a lot of people is gonna get. I think somebody's gonna get, of course, get all three of them and build them.
Yeah.
I think this is more for the Lego fans who do have a love and appreciation for the Pokemon fans. But the Pokemon fans will probably pick it up too. Because this one is very. I will say the Venusaur one, that one is very dedicated to the Lego community over the Pokemon, because I'm just like, with a lot of pieces like that, it's gonna take a while to build and put that all together. And I was hearing a Reddit story about this mother-in-law going to her son-in-law's house, and he was a Lego builder, Lego collector and stuff. And they're well fine off, and him and his son built Legos, and so she thought it was a waste of time. So before she left to fly back home with her husband, she destroyed his Millennium Falcon ship.
Jeez.
And left a note and everything.
Man.
So I think with this one, like, I think when people, after they build it, like, put that mug in a glass case or something, like that mug up, and show it off if you care. So, yeah.
Man, that's
insane though.
It's something. So that's yeah, Legos. I've been looking at some of the Mario sets also. Like, those are fun. My son has some of the Donkey Kong ones that we put together, but they're like the small ones that are like, I don't know, 100 pieces maybe max. But like the Nintendo ones, they make you download the Mario Nintendo app, the Lego Mario app, and it's like, man, okay, where's the books that I can just flip through? Speaking of Mario, Nintendo is finally bringing the My Mario line to the West in February. Also, Nintendo is expanding its My Mario line of child-friendly products to the US in February, following its initial launch in Japan. This collection includes the free Hello Mario app for Switch and mobile devices, designed to let young children and parents interact with Mario in playful, intuitive ways. Alongside the app, the line features the wooden block amiibo sets, cuddly plush toys, infant apparel, and an interactive Hello Mario board book, and the stop motion animation series It's Me Mario, available online. Some items will be available in Nintendo's New York and San Francisco stores immediately, while other select retail stores will stock these products throughout the spring. Many of these offerings also are compatible with Switch 2, giving families multiple ways to enjoy the content. Nintendo plans to continue expanding the line over the year, including potential Yoshi-themed products.
Ooh, I would love the Yoshi-themed products.
So yeah, that's cool. I mean, we were talking about this, late last year when they started doing this. Yeah, I think it's a cool line. I'm interested to see how my kids interact with it. I think my kids are just out of the age range of being interested in this, although that My Mario face thing reminds me of the N64 stretching Mario's face out with the pointer, and that might be fun to do for 10 minutes. So, but yeah, it's cool. I wonder how fast the amiibo are going to sell out. How many people that don't have children are going to buy these little wooden blocks for children? I have children, so I can buy them. I didn't say it was for my children, but
that is true.
Other products, Ed, Nintendo is launching their first new Joy-Con 2 colors for Switch 2 just in time for Mario Tennis Fever. They are the pastel, light purple, and light green, set to release on February 12th for $99.99 US, with pre-orders now live in the US, offering the softer pastel alternative to the black, blue, and red options. So
I know people were complaining about this one, or I won't say complaining, say have opinions about it. I think these are nice Easter kind of Joy-Cons for me. So yeah. I may not get them like at the time of getting this game, but I'm like, that'd be a cool Easter gift thing.
Yeah, I think I really just want I'm actually kind of surprised they never released like a white pair. Like that match the Pro Controller, like that matte black with the white instead of the colors inside.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm waiting on the most, because it, at least for now, doesn't seem like they're going to release the shell, like the colors, like the shell colors. They're just going to be like the accent colors on the inside of them. Although if you go to D-Brand's website, you can buy the shells. They're the color match shells, which are kind of nice. And they're $20. They're $20 per set, so that's kind of nice if you really want those. But I don't know. I kind of want the white set when they come out that match the Pro Controller. I also want another Pro Controller, but that's another conversation for another day.
I'll wait for
the money the money I've spent on Power Rangers. I could have bought another Switch 2 at this point. I feel like. Anyways, they're nice colors. They kind of remind me of those pastel pink ones that came out for Princess Peach Showtime a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's talk about some anniversaries.
All right,
just a few. Dragon Quest has Dragon Quest 40th anniversary has been unveiled with a logo. And teases some new announcements for 2026. I wonder if we'll get the re-reveal of 12.
I think so.
Square Enix has revealed the official logo for Dragon Quest 40th anniversary, celebrating the iconic RPG series that began in 1986, year I was born, and confirms that fans can expect various announcements through 2026. The celebration kicks off alongside upcoming releases like Dragon Quest VII Reimagined for Switch and Switch 2 next month. Following last year's Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake. So it's going to be a big year for Dragon Quest, it seems. I bet we get the re-reveal of 12. I wonder if they'll announce like the 4, 5, 6 trilogy getting a re-release, because they haven't been re-released since DS, right? Was the last time they were released?
Yeah, they only been out for DS.
Yeah, so... I would assume that those would be the next games coming.
9, because 9 has only been on 3DS.
Yeah. But that's more recent. Yeah, but that's more recent than 4, 5, 6. And those DS versions are like extremely expensive.
Yeah.
So I still want to play the 1, 2, and 3 remakes. Those are on my list this year as well. Did you know there's a digital bundle that has all 3 of them in it for $70?
No.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Not the ones that just came out.
Yeah,
right?
The ones that just came out.
Really?
1, 2, and 3. Maybe it's $80. But yeah, it has all 3 of them in it. It's a digital
No,
bundle with the 1, 2, 3 trilogy in it.
because I have the iPad ones that came out on Switch. I
Yeah,
have those.
it's not those ones. It's the 2D HD 2D remakes.
These okay.
Yeah. No, I know which
What
ones you're talking about. Though they re-released 1, 2, and 3 on Switch like what 5 or 6 years ago, and
oh yeah.
they're the ports of like the mobile versions.
Yeah. That's why I said like the iPad
Yeah,
one.
those ones are like $6 and $7 a piece.
Yeah, very cheap. Um okay, Dragon Quest 2 and 3. No, Dragon Quest 3 came out before Dragon Quest 1 and 2.
Yeah, because I think
What
they want
what's
you to
your
play them in that order, right? The 3, 1, 2, because that's the
2?
trilogy order.
Yes. Was 3? 3 was Switch. Was that the
They're
first
all
2?
they all have Switch 2 versions.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
I know I have all 3 of them. Which I need
Yeah,
to start.
the big deal was that the Switch 2 versions are key cards.
And the Switch ones are the games on the cards.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you go.
Nice.
Also celebrating a big anniversary, Persona's 30th anniversary website has been launched. Atlas is teasing more news soon. The website features new illustrations by character designer Shigenori Sojima, and confirmed that the next update will arrive on January 8th, which I guess was a couple days ago that I didn't see any new updates for.
And me saying I didn't see anything.
Maybe the updates are on the website, but yeah, you can look at their website now. I wonder, obviously the 4 remake is like the big one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know people really want remasters of 1 and 2, right? Those are like the 2 that haven't been re-released at all, but like I feel like they've come out and said that those aren't like Persona is what it is starting with 3, and that 1 and 2 aren't really Persona as we know it at this point.
Yeah, because I think they had the Shin Megami Tensei name on them.
Yeah,
I remember because
they're spin-off. They're Shin Megami Tensei spin-off games, like because they were intended to be spin-off games like Devil Summoner and Soul Hacker,
Yes.
right? And then Shin Megami Tensei was the main series, and then you have all these other spin-off games. So
Right, because Persona 1, I know it took place in like the first part of the game starts in a hospital, and you're high school kids and you're fighting the demons and stuff.
mm-hmm.
And it's on a Diag because I rented it from Blockbuster and played it on PlayStation 1, but I didn't get to finish it. And I think that's when we was introduced to the series because Shin Megami Tensei didn't come out to like start in PlayStation 1 in the sense it was never on Super Nintendo here in America, but it was in Japan.
No, and the first game's called Revelations Persona, right? Shin Megami Tensei Revelations Persona, I think is the full title of the first game. And then like I remember Persona becoming big on the PS2 because
of Persona 3.
Yeah. And then like they released that special FES edition.
That's because that's the version I brought. I was able to find it at Best Buy, and I brought it there because this is when, and I think this is why people don't know the history of Atlas. I mean, Atlas has been releasing games since like Nintendo, so the NES days. But Persona 3, if it did come out in America, but it was very limited. And Persona 3 FES was also limited, and you really only could probably get them if you pre-ordered them from GameStop. They were barely in stores. You would not find them at a Target or anything.
Yeah,
so to see Best Buy have it. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, continue. Sorry, I thought you were finishing.
Oh, I was just gonna say to see Best Buy have it, I was just like, let me snag this up because I'm like definitely reading about it in EGM and knowing that these games were announced and they were released. These stores were going to get maybe 1 or 2 copies and never receive them again because they was like very niche. Atlas wasn't big here in America. So when that happened, when Fez came out, that it's the Fire Emblem Awakened thing. Fez came out, it started getting people excited into playing the series, and then Persona 4 came out, and that game just made the series popular, so that 5 could just be like the standout hit that it is today.
Yeah.
And that's why when you was talking about 5 was on PS, I think 5 was on PS3. Corey, I think you told me
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know that was happening. I thought 5 was just a PS4 exclusive
No,
and everything.
it didn't come out on PS3 here. It came out on PS4 here, but it
Yeah,
you know, in Japan it came out on
man.
PS3.
Yeah,
So,
and did not even know that.
yeah. So that's yeah, I've never even seen it in like a real quote unquote real store. I've seen the PS2 versions and I mean when I mean I've never seen them, I mean like the PS2 games.
Mhm.
They were in the like used game store that is down the street from me, right? They weren't I've never seen them in like a quote unquote real store. So uh but yeah, I mean the fact that I bet they announced what Persona 6 I bet is the next big announcement.
Yeah,
I mean that seemed I mean it's been I mean the fact that this was a PS3 game, right? Like that's just it's time, right? I mean that's 2 generations essentially without a I
and
guess if you count the re-release, but also they did Metaphor in between, and uh, what was the other game they did? Oh, Catherine was the other game they did, right? Like in
yeah,
between 4 and 5, I guess Catherine was, and then they did Metaphor, and now they did the Persona 3 Reload, which
yes.
I don't. Did people like that? I don't remember people talking about that after it came out.
Yeah, they did. I, it was people liked it. People were waiting for the Switch version. So when it came out for Switch 2 just recently, last year, um, people got it and were just like, okay, I'm playing through it. And then it just kind of like faded away. I think people who already played it just couldn't wait to get their hands on it,
Mhm.
and everything. So, because it did good on Xbox. A lot of people enjoyed it on Xbox, but
Yeah.
like they were just
Well,
waiting for it to
it
come
was
to
also on
Nintendo.
Game Pass too, which is how a lot of Xbox
Yeah,
people played it. I know. So, um, yeah, I'm interested to see what they do. That's another series that I just feel like I'm very behind in. I played 4 on Vita. It was like the extent of my persona.
I got to get back into for Golden and
Yeah,
stuff. It's
which
just kind of slow.
I liked it, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel very behind on a lot of series that hopefully I can catch up on this year, maybe, possibly
Yeah,
someday soon, because I also have Xenoblade on my list. All right, Ed. The another anniversary being celebrated, which we're gonna talk about a lot of the anniversaries happening this year later in the show, but the other one that has kind of news attached to it is Nier Automata's 9th anniversary brought a tease from series producer. Uh just a little something for fans in 2026. There's no new game this year, but my guess is that Near Replicant and Near Automata get Switch 2 versions.
hmm
I bet there is some sort of PS5 version of this game. Like, I bet this game gets a bunch of updates, sort of thing, right? And then I don't know. I feel like the 10th anniversary would be something you would celebrate, but I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. We've been wondering why Replicant didn't get a Switch port, but I bet that these games get Switch 2 ports.
I think Replicant didn't do well in sale numbers.
Oh,
I
I'm sure
think.
it didn't. I mean, Near Automata is like, and I feel like the word of mouth too with Replicant was like, it is not Near Automata, right? It's not the same
Yeah,
game at all, right? So, like, I wonder if that turned people away too. I bought it
because
on Xbox, but I never,
it came to Xbox.
yeah, the digitally it came to Xbox.
Oh, for Replicant.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I own Replicate on PS4.
Mm-hmm.
Um, actually, yeah, I own both on PS4. I own Automata on Switch. Um, I may do a Series X version. If they do it, I might do like a digital pack for them.
Uh, yeah, I mean, I would buy a Switch 2 version of this game. I think Automata is definitely one of those games where like the hype around it is real, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, let's dive into some other news before we get into other things here.
Yes.
Uh, Mario Tennis Fever for Switch 2 coming out in February boasts the largest roster in the series history, 38 playable characters. Recently revealed Daisy, Peach, Donkey Kong, Bowser, Rosalina, and Petey Piranha. They've also announced that for the first time ever, Baby Wario is going to be a playable character along with the other babies. Players can enjoy 30 unique, quote, fever rackets, multiple game modes such as tournament, adventure, and mix it up mode, and wonder effects, and Joy-Con 2 motion controls for swinging, potential roster updates in the future. So Mario Tennis Fever is the next kind of big Nintendo game on the horizon.
Yeah.
Are you excited for Mario Tennis Fever?
I am.
I
I am.
I like Mario Tennis. I like playing Mario Tennis.
Yeah.
I just feel like Mario Tennis Aces was such a letdown. Essentially, I don't know. I feel like it was very,
It was kind of basic. Where
yeah. It
this
felt
Fever,
very,
Fever has more content and more to do. It's like it's more exciting and stuff. And I think like Ace is just like kind of just basic. It didn't do enough. A fill-in Mario game, fill in the gap Mario game. It kind of
mhm,
felt like.
yeah,
Where I feel Fever is just like, oh, I'm going to spend time with this because there are different modes. I got a campaign with the baby modes and mini games and stuff. Like it feels like it offers more than Mario Tennis Aces.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like it's almost like remember when Aces came out at first and like people
Mm-hmm.
were like, "Man, the Wii U game is better." Ultra Smash, and like even though the Ultra Smash didn't have as many game modes, it had the features people wanted, and people were like, like Mario Tennis fans were like going back to the Wii U version for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh man, so fun. Anyways, February 12th, it's coming. Larian.
Yes.
Let's talk about Baldur's Gate 3 and Divinity, Ed. The Larian's games. Larian Studios. We talked about how Baldur's Gate 3 might be a great fit for Switch 2, right?
Uh-huh.
We've talked about it. Larian Studios says it, quote, would have loved to have brought Baldur's Gate 3 to Switch 2, but the decision was out of their hands. This was likely due to Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast's decision making. While the studio confirms they will, quote, certainly consider the Switch 2 version of its upcoming Divinity game, following positive reception of Divinity Original Sin 2's Switch 2 upgrade, which is still $24.99, by the way, the Switch 2 version of the game.
Not a bad price.
Nope. I mean, it's $49.99. It's just half off right now. So,
Okay.
but
I think
yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I think I got because I believe I own it on Switch. And I'm assuming it's a paid upgrade, right?
I
To
don't
do the Switch version.
I don't know off the top of my head. I mean, I guess I could look, but I don't know off the top of my
Okay.
head. I'll have to
I
look.
I could look it up after the show. That's fine.
But yeah, I mean, if you're looking for some sort of RPG, I guess that would be the one, right? So, I mean, that's decent.
So,
People seem to love that series. I feel like that's obviously more of a PC thing, but
yeah.
the
What?
upgrade pack is free if you own it on
Okay.
Switch already.
All right, were they having problems with the Xbox version, Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah, they couldn't get the multiplayer, the co-op, the couch co-op multiplayer working on Series S, which is why it didn't, and why it came to Xbox late.
Okay.
Because they needed to be feature complete on both consoles, which is,
Okay.
man, I bet Xbox can't wait to get away from that. Well, I guess they're not making a console, so I guess it really doesn't matter.
Nor is Sony at the side. So.
Yeah, all that stuff. Man, what a oh boy, we talked about that a lot at work today. The RAM pricing. It's just
Well,
out of
let's see
control,
what
man.
let's see what Aces do. But this is something with I have to do offline. I need to see what prices they are at. Because people are saying it, but I haven't seen anything, and it's probably because of me not looking to see like how much did they jump up in price.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played it. I haven't like looked up RAM yet at all,
Mhm.
but it's I'm sure it's very pricey.
And nothing against Larian or anything. But I kind of feel like Baldur's Gate 3 would be just too late to be on Switch 2
I don't
for
think
some
so.
reason.
It's cross play, cross progression. I doubt it. Switch seems like the perfect console to have it on.
Yeah, but
Here he goes. Ed's a hater, everybody.
I'm
Ed's
not,
a
I'm not
hater.
a hater. I'm not a hater. I think their
Ed's a
next
hater.
game.
Did you hear him?
No,
Hater.
no, I think with Larian's next game,
Drinking
I
his hater
think
hate over here. Get him a
no,
refill.
I think with Larian is that it's like with their new game, I think it's good for them to bring the Switch 2 along with everybody else. That would just be the smart uh thing because Larian did say they're moving away from Baldur's Gate 3. So that game
Yeah.
is now in somebody else's hands. So I would rather them put out their new game on Switch 2 and don't forget everybody. Like Baldur's Gate 3 had to go against Tears of the Kingdom and stuff. Both great games.
Well,
You
I
know,
mean,
Tears of the
Baldur's
Kingdom
Gate
got
one. I mean, Baldur's Gate sold incredibly well. It sold like 30
yeah,
million units. It's like the Skyrim of this generation, essentially.
yeah. Like can't discount Tears of the Kingdom with 10 million in 3 days. You know, sorry if I keep bringing that status up, but I'm just like that's impressive for exclusive game. And so it's like I kind of feel like yes, it would be great to have both games at the time that they both release and stuff. Um, but I just feel like Baldur's Gate. I'd rather Larian bring out their new game while we wait for the next Legend of Zelda game and just see both of them be on Switch 2 and we both could celebrate both games in their own way. Because I will say Baldur's Gate 3 has earned its game of the year. I'm not knocking it, and people can
Sure sounds
celebrate
like it, Ed.
both games. So but I just don't think they don't. I just don't think Baldur's Gate 3 needs to be on Switch 2. I'd rather have their
I mean,
new game
at this point,
come out.
like anything you port to Switch 2, that anything that's older than like a year is just extra for you,
Mhm.
right? I mean, like you're putting it there because you want your game everywhere, not because you're looking to sell another 1.5 million units or whatever, right? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like porting anything to Switch at this point is just, we just want our game on the platform,
Now,
which everybody should do, in my opinion. So I can just not worry about where
if
games are going. But
if they want the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition this month, go right ahead. Put Baldur's Gate 3 out on Switch 2 and put that mug at $19.99.
dude, it's still $70 on the other consoles, so I
Oh.
doubt it's going to be $19.99.
But you literally think of that.
I mean,
I
I'm
mean,
sure if it was $19.99, it would sell a bajillion units, but that's not what it's doing. So
Could you just see that mug go from, well, that means that more switches will have to sell. Switch 2 is about to sell. But can you just see like 30 million copies just jump up that quick?
I mean, I'm sure people would be excited for it, especially like people who only play it on Xbox or PlayStation, and they have a portable version of it, right? So
yeah, not just Steam machine players. Y'all know it.
Yeah. By the way, LeRon sent us a group text for the Boss Rush podcast about the Steam machine pricing.
Yeah, there was like the
what
1 terabyte. The 1 terabyte was like 1,000.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you might as well just build a like. No offense, and I hate to be the person that says you should just build a PC guy, but like, you should just build a PC. Why are you selling this console-like box for $1,000?
Why not just get the Xbox Ally Rally X?
It's just like, gosh, whatever. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. I was interested for like 10 minutes until they announced this pricing. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
That it was it's rumored to be leaked. I'm throwing all the salt off that.
I'm gonna have to ask. I'm gonna have to ask some people I know that work at Valve and to be like, what do you who thought this price was a good idea? No names, but I'm gonna ask. So
you're not going to ask. You're going to inquire.
No, I'm gonna ask.
We're keeping it professional.
What are you thinking?
We're keeping it professional, Corey. You're going to.
I'm gonna ask the two people I know there that do not handle pricing of products at all. What are you thinking? What are you doing?
Corey, they're gonna be like, Corey, we're not saying nothing.
No, they'll just laugh at me and be like, "Shut up, go play your Nintendo games. We work at Valve." Be like, okay, fair enough. Speaking of Nintendo games, let's talk about Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, Ed.
Yes.
Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, Ed.
Our Pow Block Game of the Year
came to life when Koei Tecmo producers, I'm not even going to pronounce these names because I'm tired and I feel like I'll butcher them.
Oh,
you know what? I am.
Hayashi?
Hayashi and Ryota Matsushita saw potential in the imprisoning war setting for Tears of the Kingdom and reached out to Nintendo. While Nintendo's team, including Zelda producer Eiji Aonuma, was interested, they wanted Koei Tecmo to take the first step, leading to a collaboration that turned the imprisoning war into a full Warriors title. Both sides described the project as a mix of pre-existing ideas and shared enthusiasm. So that's cool. I'm glad Age of Imprisonment exists and we got it, because it is a wonderful video game.
So good. Friday.
Yeah, it is a wonderful video game. Highly recommend.
I'm at the write a banter on this or editorial. I think because of Hyrule Warriors' crazy announcement on Wii U, the Warriors game has got its respect and its attention because of it. And I think that with all the Hyrule Warrior games that have came out, whether they're good or bad, whether people love them or not, Koei Tecmo took a risk using their IP and it's being allowed with Nintendo to do this. I mean, like the Warriors, I think the Warrior games would be well known if it wasn't because of Hyrule Warrior, and that's powerful. I'm telling you, dude, the Wii U era has made a lot of companies well known with their properties and them as developers. But that's another discussion for another day.
Yeah.
Go get Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, everybody. If you
it's
don't
fun.
have it.
It's great. Highly recommend it, especially if you are a Zelda lore fan specifically.
Yes.
Not much to say here. I only put this in here for me because I'm a South Park fan. But South Park Born in Chaos has arrived in Fortnite. There are 13 free themed items, and then you can also buy all the characters I was really wondering how this was going to work in Fortnite, but as it turns out, the kids have built their own kind of cardboard fake robots, and so that's where we're at.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's cool, I guess, but I don't know. I wish we would just get a new South Park RPG because those games are like amazing. Those games are so good, and I wish we would get more, but it seems like we're not going to. So, all right, Ed.
I will say people watch the latest season of South Park.
Oh
It's so
gosh, dude,
good.
it's so dude. South Park is nuts, man. They just don't
They
care.
they just don't. They went in this past season, and I haven't seen it all. I've been watching some recaps, and I've been falling out, dying
Yeah,
in laughter.
they're insane, man. Nintendo's renewed a few trademarks, Ed, for 3DS and Wii U classics. Triforce Heroes, Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. Seems like a routine move to protect its IP, but they have renewed their IP, their trademarks, and maybe someday these games will make their way over to Switch and Switch 2, but we'll see.
Yes.
Obviously, they're not putting out Mario Tennis Ultra Smash when Mario Tennis Fever is coming out in like 3 weeks. So, the last major news story, Ed, is something that happened early on over break. Ben Sampella.
This one was in. I'm sorry to interrupt, Corey. This is so insane and unbelievable.
Yeah. I know this is a Nintendo podcast, and a lot of these games don't really exist on Nintendo consoles yet, but I feel like they will soon. And also an industry legend, Vincent Pella, co-creator of Call of Duty, founder of Respawn, head of the Battlefield franchise, died in a violent car crash. Did you see the video?
Yes, I did. I was just about to bring it up. Crazy.
Yep.
I'm like,
it was crazy, man. Like,
I'm like,
he died. He was 55. He died in a very vicious, violent Ferrari crash near Los Angeles right before Christmas. The car struck a concrete barrier, caught fire, killing Zampella and a passenger. It was later confirmed that he was the driver, and the passenger was thrown from the car. The car caught on fire. He was stuck in the car. It was very... The video's out there if you want to watch it. It's like, I don't know, man. It was very sad.
There is something about developers and car crashes, and I got to do some research, but it has been a lot of developers who have died in car crashes by going fast and speeding for some unknown reason.
Mm-hmm.
And like Battlefield 6 only been out for what, about 2 months around that time, 3 months around that time.
Mm-hmm.
And so because I think he was head over Battlefield 6, right? Or director?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's the head of the franchise. So yeah, he was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, to have your game come out, be highly loved by players over your own brand, which was Call of Duty, and to see him pass away in this manner.
Mm-hmm.
And at this time we don't know what's going on at Respawn, like who's taking over and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this one was just like, I dropped my jaw when this news came out. because I think it was a few days when it got announced. I think it was a few days after the car crash had happened, I believe.
Well, this happened on December 22nd.
But wasn't like reported like a few days later or something?
Well, I think it's because they didn't know who was in the car, but
Car. Okay.
this article on NBC Los Angeles's website is the same day as he was killed.
Okay. So then it probably, because I think I seen it on Twitter that Monday or Tuesday, like in the afternoon or something.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I still see it on Twitter. So,
Okay.
crazy. It's so crazy. They never said who the passenger was, but yeah, it's just a sad, situation, especially like before the holidays, and especially also like he was so beloved in the industry too, right? I mean, it's not like, I mean, not that you want anybody to die in a violent car crash, but it wasn't like Bobby Kotick or anything, right? Somebody that people would like kind of turn their head at, essentially. This was somebody that people loved and, was a great person in the industry and really pushing the industry forward in ways that companies rarely do these days. His visions, his visionary, his creativity and stuff, it's going to be missed. I mean, he's going to be missed too as a human being as well, but one of the great minds in the industry, lost. 55, man. It's too young.
Yeah.
Too young, man.
Titanfall 2, one of his best works.
Yeah. I mean, I think Apex Legends was a great game when it came out too. Like it was a fun thing. The Star Wars Jedi games are great. Like I know he didn't do the second one, but the first one I think he was like a producer on it. Man, what
he had the magic touch when it comes to games, and
I mean, he made Call of Duty what it is, right? I mean, he made what we know as Call of Duty, right? Like he did Call of Duty 2, and then he did Modern Warfare is like the blueprint for what Call of Duty is today, and that was him, and then Battlefield was all but dead essentially, and like it's huge. Battlefield 6 is huge,
Goodness, is another historical thing. Just looking at, and I'm bringing Bungie in this conversation because Bungie, of course, GoldenEye, like we talk about GoldenEye, kind of did something for a movie license game with first party, and then Bungie brought out Halo, which kind of set the definition of first person shooters. Battlefield, no, that's Medal of Honor. Sorry about that.
Medal of Honor was his too. I mean, Medal of Honor was his original shooter for, he did the PlayStation version of Frontline, I think. Allied Assault.
Yeah, Frontline. Because I was about to bring up Medal of Honor Frontline, because going back to the GameCube discussion, Corey, I played Medal of Honor Frontline on GameCube. Phenomenal game, phenomenal soundtrack and stuff. And then when he got into, because Call of Duty was on PS2 and stuff, and we weren't thinking about Battlefield and Call of Duty having their rivalry, but like he touched Call of Duty, and Activision took it and got greedy with it and did whatever they did with it. But I'm like, he was there for, I mean, his big claim to fame are Modern Warfare 1 and 2, right? And then halfway through his development, right, is when that whole kerfluffle happened and he left to go do Titanfall.
Titanfall. So
and then just like his touch with Star Wars.
I mean, those Star Wars games are amazing.
What was Fallen Order is the second one, right? What was the
Fallen Order is the first one.
Fallen Order is the
Survivor is the second one.
Okay, because like that Star Wars Battlefield game wasn't popping off with EA, but this one, him and his team worked magic, and it's just like like I said, the stuff that he touched was gold. You
Yeah.
know, he made magic and stuff, and to see him go away and everything. And I know people were just like, no, we want to get tired of Fortnite. We want to get. I'm just like, look, the man just passed away. I'm like, his team and them and the Battlefield crew released a game 3 months before his passing. I'm like, let's remember him in a good way. Let's not ask for games coming in and stuff like that. Let's remember for the work that he did in this industry and stuff. And now, we don't know if there's going to be a successor or anything, but I'm like, let's respect his legacy
Mhm.
and his contribution to not only first person shooters but to gaming in general.
Yeah.
Mm.
Definitely gonna miss this guy's touch on video games.
Mhm.
So yeah. 55 Vince Ampella. Man.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, Ed. Let's get into some video games. Let's get into Pack Watch.
Backwatch.
These are the games that are out this week on your Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. Excuse me. Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch 2 edition. The full game is something that we've decided to do this year is include pricing of the games along with the descriptions, so you know how much you're going to buy these games for.
Yes.
Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch 2 edition. The full game, if you do not own it, is $69.99. But the Switch 2 upgrade path for if you do own it is $4.99 USD. Also remember the expansion is the what is it, the coffee shop expansion, I always forget what it's called, is free if you own Nintendo, or if you are a expansion pack NSO expansion pack subscriber.
So you don't get a free upgrade if you are in a so special pass.
No,
Okay.
but you do get that expansion for free if you are an NSO member. I think it's at both tiers actually. So build your own paradise as you explore, create, and customize Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch 2 edition game. Catch insects at the crack of dawn, decorate your paradise throughout the day, and enjoy sunset on the beach while fishing in the ocean. All with enhanced resolution, mouse control support for faster and easier decorating, and a megaphone for calling your animal residents that uses the system microphone, and more. If you and your friends have the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, you can share your island in 12-player sessions online, and with camera play and game chat support, you can see and hear their reactions in real time. Press C to chat. Show your island to family and friends or create together on Slumber Island. So Slumber Island is the new kind of area you can go to. Hey, look, Nick from WASD and Beyond is in the chat. There he is. Who's that guy?
Yeah.
Nick's not interested. Nick's not interested in Nintendo.
Look, Nick, I cannot wait to hear about the epic and PC gamer nonsense. I hope you guys record it if you're watching this and you guys do an episode, because it is literally insane. Shout out to WSAD and Beyond. Guys, check them out. Check out their podcast. Screenbox is another podcast. And yeah, shout out to Final Boss who supports them and everything. Check out their products too and stuff. So shout out to you, Nick, and everything. Sorry for the plug and everything.
Yeah, just let Nick interrupt our show, Ed. Good job. Thanks. No, I'm just kidding.
I miss Nick.
I know we love Nick. I like to give him a hard time because he never knows if I'm joking or not, and then I always be joking, and then I feel like I always have to go into Discord and apologize because I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
And Nick, tell Brody I said hi. I miss Brody.
No, don't tell Brody we said hi. He doesn't show up.
Brody.
Nick shows up. Brody doesn't show up. It's fine. It's cool, Brody. It's fine.
I love Brody. Shout out to him.
I love Brody. Brody's fun. They're both fun. Where's our big crossover episode?
Okay.
Legend of Heroes: Trails Beyond the Horizon, Nintendo Switch 2 edition, is coming out on 1/15 as well. It's for $69.99 US dollars. The future of an entire continent is at stake in this milestone entry of the Trail series. Explore the vast Calvard Republic with 3 different protagonists. Nurture connections and master powerful skills in both real-time and turn-based battles as you uncover the secrets at the core is Zemuria. Neat. Ed, this one's for you. I saw this the other day and I thought of you instantly. Cassette Boy for Nintendo Switch is $12.99. It's also on PC.
Yeah. Well, I think I heard of this game. Go ahead.
What you can't see doesn't exist. Cassette Boy is a puzzle action RPG where you control perspective to change the world you see, rotate a 2D pixel styled 3D world using disappearing obstacles and newly appearing paths to uncover the mystery of a vanished moon. Ed, this looks like right up your alley. It's a Game Boy color palette inspired game. Totally amazing looking pixel art, but it's like a 3D world that you rotate, but it's still like 2D pixel art like Game Boy.
Yeah, it's up my alley. Yeah.
It looks cool. Definitely looks cool. But those are the games you can buy this week, along with a bunch of AI generated garbage and weird games
Corey.
like the anime
Feet Boy
feet game and the anime boy feet game.
I seen that and scream. I'm just like,
look, man, be what you're into. It's fine, but like, internet has me worried, man. People,
Corey, I'm so glad that you brought it up, because just like
I didn't want to, but we did.
But the reason being is because it's just like, is Corey gonna bring this up? Should I text him about this? What is going on?
I didn't want to, but
I just had
here we are.
This.
I don't want the answers to the questions that you have to ask, Ed.
The questions is a personal thing, and it's more for the developer or publisher and for whoever handles the eShop, because I'm just like, what is this? Yeah. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah. Well, let's check out the weekly updates, Ed. Night Dive Studios has released a new Turok 2 Seeds of Evil patch. This is for the Night Dive HD remaster, not the Switch 2, not the Nintendo Switch NSO version. This is the one that you have to buy. Delivering numerous bug fixes, a graphical multiplayer and platform-specific improvements, while also confirming work is underway on a Switch update for System Shock. Lollipop Chainsaw Repop Switch 2 edition will launch in Japan in March, featuring major graphical upgrades, stable 60 FPS performance, new exclusive modes, and a low-cost upgrade path, with an international release planned for early 2026 as well. Animal Crossing New Horizons is getting a free 3.0 update next week alongside this week alongside the Switch 2 edition. This will also be available to Switch 1 players. This will be these are we already covered all this. So this update will be available for Switch players, but the Switch 2 version is getting visual enhancements for Switch 2, upgrade 4K graphics, new mouse controls, voice features, expanded multiplayer, etc. that we already covered earlier. Tetris 99's first Maximus Cup of 2026 is now live, celebrating Animal Crossing New Horizons with a special themed reward unlockable by earning 100 points ahead of the game Switch 2 edition launch. Nintendo has announced that Splatoon 3's next update is planned for January 29th, bringing a new battle balance adjustment. again, there are rumors of a Switch 2 release for Splatoon 3, probably coming alongside the Splatoon Raiders game that's coming later this year or at some point, right? So I always forget that game's coming out. Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition Plus meetup in Bella Bell Park has been rated by the ESRB, signaling progress towards the planned spring 2026 release and hinting that a release date may be coming soon, probably at the next Direct, I would assume. I would assume they would want this out either right before the Mario movie comes out or maybe right after to gain hype for these things, right? So that would be my guess. Probably around the Mario movie, I would guess this would be the April game. I'm sure the upgrade path for Mario Wonder will be probably $20 if they're adding a whole new area. So if you already own it, that would be my expectation for that.
Corey, there's been a couple more updates. Pokemon.
I'm not done yet.
Oh,
do you even have the dock open, Ed?
I do have the dock. It's not on there. They just announced it.
I'm going to slap you. Pac-Man joins Sonic Racing Crossworlds as a playable racer with the Pac-Man Pack DLC on January. It's already out, so it's out on January 7th. So it's already out. Kicking off the Pac-Man Festival, which is going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, they announced a Switch 2 version of Sonic Racing Crossworlds that will be fully on cart starting March 26th. So if you bought that key card, you should send it back. Nintendo finally has confirmed that the Hulu app will be discontinued on Nintendo Switch, with support ending on February 5th. This is not because people aren't watching Hulu on Nintendo Switch. It is because the Hulu app later this year is being fully integrated into the Disney Plus app. So that Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN will all be one app under Disney Plus.
So I kind of wonder. I've been wondering how this will work. Because the thing about it is, like, do I have to load up Disney Plus? Because I only have Hulu. I don't have Disney Plus.
I think it's all going to be one subscription now.
So my Hulu will turn into Disney Plus.
They've already turned all of the logins. If you only have a login, like say you had a login for Disney Plus, right?
Mm-hmm.
They turned the logins into a quote My Disney login. So anything that's owned by Disney, you use the same username and password. So like I use the same login to log into Hulu and Disney Plus that I use to log into my Disney World vacation account that I use to log into, the Disney store. So like it's like a one login type thing. So
my Hulu one is now for Disney Plus.
Once all this happens, you will have the same login. So, all right, Ed, what's your dumb update for Pokemon?
I just well, you said that all this was. I thought you said all of this stuff. Everything else was already. No. Just announced a couple of hours ago while we was recording. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl have updates because of the 21.2 system firmware that just happened. They said they resolved some compatibility issues. So that game is fixed. And I think they have some other ones. Cats on Duty is now fully supported on Switch 2. And then Nintendo has also identified the issue with Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe on Switch 2 tied to audio issues in certain areas of the game. So I believe they're going to be fixing that too with this compatibility. With the update and stuff. But they did know. So those were just the updates. It just got news that just got reported. So while we was in the section, that's why I said it. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition on Switch 2 and Switch has been updated to version 1.02.
Great. Thanks for the update.
You're welcome. Look, hot goss, not hot goss, actually hot news.
By the way, the King K. Rool amiibo has been restocked in Best Buy and is $9.99. In case you're wondering.
Ooh, I may have to order it
Um,
and pick it up.
Yeah, so there's that. I still need some amiibo.
I still have my Bonanza amiibo still in the package.
Yeah, mine's sitting back there. Ooh, the Goomba amiibo is only $15.99. Oh my gosh, they restocked all these? Goomba, Wedding Mario. I have the Byleth one, but they restocked that in case you're missing that. The Smash versions of Daisy and Peach.
Do I have to buy lift? I don't think I do. I may have to order that.
The Minecraft ones. Wario. The Smash Wario has been restocked, which I don't have. The Wind Waker Zelda has been restocked.
Ooh.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, there's stuff there if you want to, Yeah, cool. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted by Amiibo. Shocking, I know. Speaking of, I cannot wait till show and tell next week, Ed. Because my Zelda Figma figure that I pre-ordered in October of 2024 is finally making its way into my hands.
Did you just send me a picture? Was this a picture that you just sent me of that?
I sent you a picture of it at some point. But yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was like, ooh, that's gorge.
Yeah. I'm very excited. I had to cancel the Ganondorf one because it came out like right around my birthday and there's other things I had to pay for, which I'm sort of sad, but also
you're fine with it.
There's a Byleth one coming out soon that I need to get, so I'll be going towards that as well. Man, dude, that Byleth one is so cool looking.
I think I need to see a picture of it.
I sent you the picture of it when it was announced. Ed, thanks for remembering. Thanks for paying attention to me, Edward. Appreciate it.
Wait.
I think my wife pays better attention to me than you do.
Hey. Sometimes.
She doesn't pay attention to me at all. So, except when things I buy come in the mail and she's like, why are you buying more things? And I'm like, well, here's the thing. I will tell you later.
As you grab your stuff and scurry on down to
No, I get a text, dude. I get a text today. Long story short, I guess. Not really long story. She said, so the other day I told her, like, okay, well, I'm buying these Power Ranger things. They're going to come in the mail. Some of them are figures. Some of them are extra parts for the things that I need to fix. Some of them are just things that I need to buy. She's like, okay, whatever. She says, I know you said you were ordering some Power Rangers for you and Miles, but what's happening? There were 4 today alone. I'm like,
do you share the same emote?
No, I do not share that emote with my wife. No, I actually use words with her. I said I ordered some to finish out a collection that I have. Only one set. And then there's some cheap ones I ordered for Riley and Miles because I want them to feel included.
What'd you order for Riley?
She wants the yellow and the pink Ranger.
Oh, okay.
She wants. I don't really think she's into Power Rangers, but we are, so she tries to be.
Okay, that's cool.
I don't know. Whatever. I want them to feel included
Special
in my hobby / Miles' hobby / my hobby.
As to me, but like Eddie, my partner just came in.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Nintendo Switch Online updates. Obviously, the GameCube got Fire Emblem Path of Radiance this week,
Yes.
along with the Fire Emblem Path of Radiance soundtrack on Nintendo Music. It's also
need to listen. I need to listen to that on Nintendo Music. I've never heard the music of the game.
It also Mario and Luigi Brothership soundtrack was also added to Nintendo Music this week, so you can listen to that too.
Nice.
All right, Ed, we have some anniversaries to talk about. We're not going to talk too much about it, but these are the major anniversaries this year. 2026, shocking, is a huge anniversary year for video games. Classic franchises celebrating landmark milestones alongside their new release counterparts. Nintendo leads the way with major anniversaries for The Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Kid Icarus, Animal Crossing, and Donkey Kong. Other notable celebrations include Castlevania, Dragon Quest, Resident Evil, Sonic the Hedgehog, Persona, and Diablo. Specific games and franchise, or specific games like Luigi's Mansion and Pikmin, are also hitting major milestones this year. Let's take a look, Ed. Donkey Kong is celebrating its 45th anniversary this year. Jeez, it makes me feel so old. The Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Dragon Quest, Kid Icarus, Castlevania all celebrate their 40th anniversaries this year. Man, what a year that NES must have been, right? I mean, all of those games in 1 year. Jeez. Sonic the Hedgehog is celebrating his 35th anniversary. Diablo, Pokemon, Resident Evil, Harvest Moon, Tomb Raider, Quake are all celebrating their 30th anniversaries this year. Man, Tomb Raider celebrating its 30th is the one that's like, oh my gosh, that's crazy.
No. Pokemon and Resident Evil, because Pokemon was my nightly gang. Is it blue and red? Is it the first Pokemon?
Red and blue, yeah.
Okay. Like that was it. Then Resident Evil. Reason why I say that is because I was able to purchase that game with my shop money at Montgomery Wards.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, because that's the Montgomery Wards was selling PlayStation games, and they the one that had it, and that was when it was in the big, thick cardboard boxes.
Yeah, like the Sega CD style boxes.
Yeah,
man, the tall box. What a time. Those tall boxes were cool though. I kind of wish some of those games would have stuck it out in those boxes. Those were cool, but I'm sure they were expensive, and the jewel cases were probably way cheaper. But then you get Nintendo, who just gives you like a Pop-Tart box with a cartridge in it. Here you go, N64, everybody.
Please make that please the Pop-Tart.
What, N64 Pop-Top shirts?
Oh, that's funny, dude. Because it's so true.
The filling inside, Yoshi eggs.
Exactly. That's funny.
Gooigi. Filled with Gooigi. Oh, geez. All right. Animal Crossing, Halo, Luigi's Mansion, and Pikmin are all 25 this year. Rune Factory is celebrating its 20th anniversary. I wonder if we'll get any major releases for any of these anniversaries. Obviously, Resident Evil's getting Resident Evil 9. We're getting a bunch of Switch 2 versions of those games, I'm sure.
Halo is getting
Halo's getting its remake.
What was the rumor Pikmin one? Was it Pikmin 4 for Switch 2?
Pikmin 3.
Pikmin 3.
I'm sure if they do Pikmin 3, they will also do Pikmin 4. Right? You can't just do 3 when 4 is your newest one.
I think we'll get some announcement from Zelda. I don't think we get anything from Donkey Kong since Bonanza came out last year. Dragon Quest, of course 12, and they're releasing they they may release some Dragon Quest Monsters or some of their DS ones, I think. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, we could get Dragon Quest Builders 3 probably would be an easy layup in my opinion.
I, was there a rumor that Diablo 4 may come to Switch 2 that somebody was trying to start, or
There's that
they might
rumor
have?
around the time that expansion comes out. I heard that was a rumor.
Mhm.
Apparently Microsoft has a lot planned for Switch 2,
Yeah,
including Doom, The Dark Ages. Obviously Fallout 4 is coming, that Anniversary Edition. South of Midnight is coming. I think
yeah.
Cloud will end up coming over. Grounded 2 will probably come over. I would be shocked if Halo and Gears didn't make their way over at some point in some fashion. Um,
I think
I,
Harvest Moon Story of Seasons. I think they came up with a game last year, or was
yeah,
it?
that Guardians of right. That Guardians of Azuma. No, was that a Room
Yeah,
Factory game? I don't know.
Room Factory. Okay.
These farming games are all the same. I still think we're going to get some sort of Zelda and Metroid something this year.
Yeah,
I doubt it'll be I doubt it'll be new games, but I'm sure some sort of collection, right? Like, or like a, in terms of Metroid, the other two Prime games will probably make their way out.
I think Mercury's Steam probably been busy.
I would also assume that we get either Twilight Princess or Wind Waker HD. Twilight Prince or Wind Waker is out on NSO.
Mm-hmm.
So I would assume Twilight Princess would be the game we get this year, honestly, because it's also the 20th. It's also the 20th anniversary of Twilight Princess. But I, like you said just now, like I assume it's going to be the NSO version and not a proper, you know.
It would just be smart to do the Wii U HD version. I mean, why not? Why not do the GameCube version, but then make the Wii version? Because I think that was the Wii U version, right? What's the Wii version?
The
HD.
Wii U version had the base version was a widescreen version of the GameCube version, and then there was the Master Quest version, which was the Wii version.
Okay.
Both versions are available on the disc.
Oh, the Wii U version.
Yes.
I would if that was Nintendo, I would do that. Still add some more quality of life. Bundle it with the literally bundle with the Wolf Amiibo.
Yeah, give me that Wolf Link amiibo. Add an update to the Switch 2 version of Tears of the Kingdom and let me have a little buddy running around with me. Thank you.
Can I get a 1440p 4K version? Like if you're gonna HD, if you're gonna Twilight Princess.
I
mean,
if you're gonna, in my opinion, that's just gonna be one of those games that gets a free update. It's gonna come out on Nintendo Switch. It's gonna get the Mario Galaxy treatment of it's HD on the Switch 2 also. Have fun.
But if you want like the 4K 60 version, you got to get the Switch 2 version.
No, there won't be a Switch 2 version. There will only be a Nintendo Switch version.
No, I need the 4K 60 Switch 2 version.
Yes, we all do. But there will only be a Switch 1 version.
Corey, you're ruining my dreams. I'm trying to get them $70. I'm trying to get them coin.
Look, as long as this game has moved forward at all, I will be happy.
Very true.
Okay. I want to unplug my Wii U, Ed.
Very true.
It's still sitting over there, and my child keeps asking me, "What is this?" And I'm like, "It's an old Nintendo console called a Wii U." And they pick up the tablet. Why won't it turn on? I said, "Because it's not unplugged." I don't know. Don't bother me. Go away.
Did you just laugh? Did you look at them laugh inside? Be like, oh boy.
I don't want to talk about it.
I just want to get them coin for a 4K version.
Look, man.
All I can say.
Look, I wish they would do a full remake, but they're not going to do that. the things I would do for a full remake of that game, but if they make new amiibo for that though, if they give me a Nintendo Switch version and they give me new amiibo of Midna, Zelda, Link, and Ganon, I would be just fine.
Yeah.
And even the little bug girl that everybody's obsessed with, what's her name? The creepy bug girl that you collect the bugs for.
Well, I completely forgot.
Starts with an A, but I don't remember what her name is. She's creepy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, also an easy layup for me, I think, would be like a Sonic Frontiers 2 or something, right?
Yeah.
That seems like a layup. Tomb Raider, we're already getting the remake of the first game. Animal Crossing, we're getting that update. Quake is an interesting one, but id is the studio rumored to be working on Quake, and they are still putting DLC out for Doom. So Luigi's Mansion, probably get a Switch 2 version of 3 or 2 or both or whatever, right? I feel like that's his layup for one of those.
Yeah.
Probably 3, I would assume. I doubt we'll get anything for Kid Icarus. Konami seems to not know what to do with Castlevania except re-release old games, which I guess we could get those games on NSO, right? The N64 games.
Yeah.
That seems like an easy one. Or maybe like another collection of like Rondo of Blood, Symphony of the Night, Bloodlines, Super Castlevania 4, right? Those 16 32-bit era ones. Those
Symphony of the Night needs to be on Switch. And
those are the only ones that are left, right? Besides like the 3D ones. The last 2D ones are those ones, right? Or it would be Super Castlevania 4. It would be Castlevania Bloodlines, which was the Genesis one, right? And then you would do the Rondo of Blood, Symphony of the Night games. Those are the last ones.
So Rondo of Blood is Rondo of Blood needs to go. Rondo of Blood needs to come because
the only way you can get those games right now on modern platforms is PS4 in that collection.
Right, because Rondo of Blood was the PC engine / TurboGrafx version. But I think the PlayStation version, they had the anime stuff cut out. Or was that Vita or PSP? One of them had the animation stuff cut out. Anywho, and then we need the PS2 games of Castlevania, PS2 Xbox games of Castlevania, the 3D ones.
PS2.
And then it's
PS2 Xbox Castlevanias. What games are those?
Those are the 3D ones.
I know.
Castlevania games.
Well, there's the N64 ones, which is Castlevania 64 and Lament of Innocence, right? And then there's
and then Symphony came out, and then the Game Boys and the Game Boy and the 3DS and DS versions.
So you have the Castlevania Adventures and Castlevania Legends, right? Those ones.
Yeah, and then Xbox and PlayStation has some 3D ones. The one that Kojima did, and the one that Mercury Steam did.
I didn't know Kojima did a Castlevania game.
Yeah, when PS3. Yeah, PS3.
Well, there's the that trilogy that Mercury Steam did the 2D one in between. Castlevania Shadow something, right?
Yeah, because that one was
blinking on that.
Because that one was 3DS, and then the sequel to because the first Castlevania that Kojima did, Mercury Steam did that 3DS one. That
Lords of Shadow. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Mercury Steam did the second game. Before they ended up getting a chance to do Severance Return on 3DS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, there were some 3D games for Castlevania on Xbox and PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
The regular Xbox and then PlayStation 2, they had games, and those we don't have at all. So we're trying to get like the whole Castlevania collection. I think it's about 7 or 8 games that we're missing.
Yeah, I would assume they would finish the 2D ones first before we get the 3D ones. I would assume the N64 ones would come to NSO, and then the Lords of Shadow games would be a collection if they ever wanted to re-release
Yeah.
those.
So if we were doing the last 2D one, yeah, it will be Rondo of Blood. It would be Mercury Steam one that came to the 3DS.
Well, I would
And
assume they would put that in the Lords of Shadow collection,
collection.
right?
Okay.
Because I feel like if there is another 2D Castlevania collection, it's going to be the Super Nintendo game, it's going to be the Genesis game, and it's going to be Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night. Those would be
Which
the
is
four I
weird.
would put in one collection, or
Which
you would
is
do
weird.
it 2 collections of like, here are these Castlevania games, and then you would do maybe you would do like the Super Nintendo, Genesis, and the Game Boy games as one collection,
But
and
because
then
this
you
is
would
the thing about
do Rondo of
this
Blood
is
and
the thing,
Symphony of the Night as
but
its
this is
own
the thing
collection.
with this. This is the thing with the Sega Genesis version. Bloodlines is already on NSO Sega Genesis.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, well then maybe you just then isn't then maybe
Maybe
is
they maybe
Super
they
Castlevania
repackaged.
2?
Castlevania
Maybe
4 isn't. No.
I'm looking it up.
None of only ones that is available Castlevania wise is Castlevania Bloodlines, because that's on Sega Genesis NSO.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only one. So Konami could repackage it though if they want to.
Okay.
Because
Well,
I think hold on, one, 2, and 3 is on the collection, right? On the Castlevania collection.
yeah, it's the anniversary collection. There's the Castlevania Anniversary Collection, which is 1, 2, and 3, the
3.
NES games. Then there's the Advance Collection, which are the 3 Game Boy Advance games, and then there's the Dominus Collection, which are the DS games.
And then the arcade Castlevania is on the first collection.
Yeah.
Okay, Hunter's Castle, I think is the name of it. So there's Symphony is what we need, and then Mercury Steam's game. That would be the last 2 for the 2D ones, and then there'll be the 3D collection games, I believe. So they could double package Bloodlines. I wouldn't be mad about that, because I think some people who still don't own NSO expansion or don't even think about it probably don't even realize that that game is on, and they'll just play it on this collection because it's on the physical cartridge.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the Castlevania is a big hole in my gaming history, so those are on my list this year, honestly, to get through. But those are your major anniversaries for the year, Ed. I'm not feeling old or anything, so
I am.
let's just keep this train moving. Ed, we have questions. Listener questions. Remember, you can always submit a question to the podcast via social media, our Discord, YouTube comments, or you can email us at nintendopowblock@gmail.com, which we encourage you to do. Mega Alex via YouTube comment writes in, which upcoming Switch 2 game are you most excited about and why?
Final Fantasy VII is great. I already stated that. But it really is Yoshi in the Mystery Book. People who know that I love the Yoshi games. I love Crack the World. Such a wonderful Switch game. Just top 10 all the way. One of my favorite games of all time. I'm super excited to play this one. The art style looks amazing. The music is going to be fantastic. I know it's going to be funny and creative. And if you're trying to collect everything in these Yoshi games, believe me, it is challenging. And I cannot wait to see the level design of this game in this game. So that is my mine.
Yeah. Yoshi is going to be cool. I'm excited for that because my son and I will play through it. I'm most excited for Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. Kind of talked about it on the last episode, but it's I just think it looks like a great Fire Emblem game. I'm not crazy about the art style. I hope they clean it up a little bit, but I am excited to see how it is seemingly tying into Three Houses. With Sothis coming back, and like the throne room she's sitting in is clearly the one below the monastery, and it's just I'm ready. I'm so ready that I re-downloaded Three Houses and maybe going to go through another house just to play it again.
Yeah.
Plus, I never played that DLC, the House of Ash or whatever it is, the fourth house DLC that they released. So,
also, Corey, I need some of your drawings for Fire Emblem.
yeah, I need to get back to that. I haven't drawn anything in a couple weeks, so I'm gonna probably go do that. Too busy looking at Power Rangers, Ed. I don't have time to draw.
Okay.
All right, Ed, our next question. Jessica Morales writes in via email. Hello, Pow Block podcast. I recently received a Nintendo Switch 2 from my fiance this Christmas and found your podcast while I was looking for new Nintendo content to listen to. Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome. Sorry that you're here. No, I'm just kidding. I thought I would write in and ask you all, which past Zelda title do you think deserves a full remake for the Switch 2? Thanks for all you do. I mean,
Legend of Zelda 2.
It's Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess deserves the full voice acting remake, reimagining Final Fantasy VII remake style.
The Legend of Zelda 2 fully needs to be remade from the ground up, fix the difficulty, give Link a better sword don't do that butter knife, hit detection, small box nonsense. That whole game needs to be redone.
Yeah, I would actually like to see that in like almost like a, not exactly the Link's Awakening style, but I would totally take a
as crazy as okay, so I'm going to be taking a hot take, a wacky hot take.
What? Hot take? No way.
I really wish Blue Point wasn't brought by Sony, because I would have them do a remake of Legend of Zelda 2. Shout out to Blue Point, they do good work. Shadow of the Colossus on PS4, PS5. It's phenomenal. Blue Point is like just phenomenal, and so I would definitely give them the reins to make Zelda 2 if they could.
Yeah. Well, I would also, I mean, Grezzo, I would think would do.
Yeah.
Grezzo would probably be the company that's doing it for real. So,
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see, I guess, if we get one. We are due for a remake. So, remake or remaster. So, if you're just looking at what's been released since Twilight Princess on Wii U, right? Like looking at their cadence of that, right? We got the spinoff in 2025, so we're due for a remake or a remaster this year. Our next question comes from Olivia Torres via email. Hello, Elite Block agents. She used your phrase, Ed.
Yes.
It's going to catch on someday, Ed. I promise. You've been using it for 250 episodes. I'm sure it'll catch on at some point. Maybe. Wanted to write in and thank you both for the awesome work you do for the fans of this pod. I have always loved the classic games catalog and Nintendo Switch. So here's my big question. Do you think Nintendo Switch Online will expand to include more classic consoles like DS or Wii? Thanks again, boys. We kind of talked about this earlier. I think Wii is an easy one. The DS thing is the one where you have to think, well, you could go two ways about it. They patented that second screen attachment for Switch and Switch 2, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you could go that route. You could also create a Joy-Con that hooks this thing in sideways and use a vertical screen for it, but you would have to. It would be a
That's kind of
handheld
how.
only thing, right?
Yeah,
Essentially.
that's kind of how the one grip on Switch was from
Mm-hmm.
a third party.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Um, so I think that second screen attachment, right? We talked about that hypothetically with Andre last year around this time, actually,
yeah.
about if that second screen comes out, it would almost work essentially like a Wii U gamepad, right? Where like you
Mhm.
would stream that second, like you would leave, if especially if you wanted to play dual screen games on your TV, you would leave the first screen docked and then attach your Joy Cons to the second screen and then play it that way, essentially. Um, but how much would that second screen cost? I don't know. $150, $200. I mean, you think
Yeah.
the PlayStation Portal costs $200. It couldn't cost more than that.
If if they're using the same technology screen wise that is in the Switch 2, I could probably see in it being 140. If they could get it actually 120 or 130. But
129.99 seems like a decent price for
yeah,
especially if it's just like a touchscreen tablet, essentially, that you hook your
yeah,
Joy-Cons to. I mean, you look at Fire tablets on Amazon for my kids, like we get them those every couple years, right? And they're $70 to $100, right?
mhm.
Those have much more functionality than this would have. This would essentially be a screen that you stream stuff to, and that would be it. Um, so
Because you kind of gotta wonder. Um,
Mario Wonder.
well, because the thing about it is, I think a lot of people don't understand that the cartridge will be underneath the screen. Because the
Cartridge.
USB would, yeah,
What do you mean?
the cartridge port is at the top of it. So if you're having something to flip it to be like a Nintendo DS,
Mm-hmm.
um, you would have to kind of like,
Well, it's not a
uh,
cartridge. It's Virtual Console, or it's NSO. It's digital. You wouldn't have to worry about it.
well, I think some people would be like, well, can we bring games to?
Well, it's detachable.
Yeah, but I think I understand the question. Yeah,
Or
is digital
or what
and
you
so,
could
but
do, if you want that foldable screen, right? You could have like a latch thing that attaches onto the back,
mm,
right? And then the second screen would kind of hang off the back a little bit, the way that the DS does. And then the cartridge slot would be, and the fan would be open, because you would have to leave open, like, you would have to leave open the power button, the volume buttons, the
yeah,
fan, the USB port, the headphone jack, or the Switch screen is reversible, right? So you could technically do this, and then all that would be at the bottom.
because the thing,
Or you could use the second screen as the bottom screen.
because I'm thinking of like Sushi Strikers. You know, if Nintendo, just hypothetical, if Nintendo was just like, we're gonna do a Switch 2 update for Sushi Strikers,
It's
so
a
we
great
can
game.
include like the 3DS kind of version, and so if you're clicking on if you're clicking on the system, or the screen at the top, yeah, I could see it being just like for the NSO. I know that's the question, but people gonna be like, well, are with the screen, are we gonna get physical 3DS style games? Um, that wouldn't be on NSO, because like Nintendo could easily do it, but I'm like
I mean,
thinking all the
I think,
security.
I mean, I think you saw, that Castlevania Dominus collection did it the right way, right?
Yeah.
I think that's probably the best example of how you would do a DS game on modern platforms. But like you look at it, like you think about all the awesome DS games you're missing right now, right? In 3DS games, like Professor Layton, the Zelda games, right? Like Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass and A Link Between Worlds and Triforce Heroes, the 3DS versions of Ocarina and Majora, new Super Mario Brothers 1 and 2, Mario 3D Land. I mean, we talk about how great Mario 3D World is, right? Like Mario
Yeah.
3D Land is an incredible game too. The Fire Emblem, there's like 5 or 6 Fire Emblem games you could put on there. Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D technically.
What's the Picto one?
PictoChat?
Not Picto Chat. The one that you bring out the
Pushmo?
Pushmo, yes.
Yeah, I mean, you could put all 4 of those games on there, right? Because that Pushmo World was on the Wii U that nobody bought for $5.99. Dylan's Rolling Western. You could put like the games that are like nobody thinks about. You could put on there.
Yeah.
You could put. I mean, they've been talking about that Kirby Robobot remake. Like, you could just put that on there. Tilt and Tumble. Kirby Pinball, Metroid Prime Hunters, Metroid Prime Federation Force on a proper console. Remember how mad people used to get at me for defending that game?
Yeah. But the crazy thing is, I bet you if they did do that, I think 1 million people would buy it.
I bet if you did Metroid Prime Federation Force 2 or HD or something on the Switch 2 right now, people would go nuts over it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's literally Metroid Destiny essentially, but like not as complicated or as hard or as, whatever. Like it's a pick up and play kind of, I don't know, man. It's cool. But man, I'm just trying to think of all the awesome DS and 3DS games you could do. I mean, Star Fox Command, right, which people kind of forget about. Man, there's so many cool games on the DS. The DS was an amazing machine, man.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, but if it's like full on NSO, then yeah, $129.99 for the screen would be a good price, and just keep it digital. But
but I mean, you could also you would like I think Nintendo could message it properly of like, if you want to play it on your TV, like DS games on your TV, you're going to need this screen. If you want to play it portably, we're going to sell an accessory, that's like half the price of the screen or whatever, that you turn your screen sideways and it'll play the DS NSO on a single screen, but you have to have it vertically or whatever, right? Like, obviously they would say it much more eloquently than I just did, but I don't know. I feel like DS implementation on this thing is easier than anybody kind of gives it credit for.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion. So, all right, Ed, one more question here from Marcus via Blue Sky DM. Hey guys, will we see a new Zelda game announced at the Nintendo Direct? I gotta think they'll announce something for the 40th anniversary. What about Metroid? We kind of talked about this in the anniversary section. I guess I probably could have moved that up there, but
yeah. So they won't announce anything for Metroid since Metroid Prime 4 came out. So we won't see anything for that. I don't think we'll see anything Metroid related. It's for the next 2.5 years. As for Zelda, I think because of Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment coming out, I think they're going to skip something for this year. I mean, we may get NSO stuff, but like game wise, like a new Zelda.
I think we get a tease for the next Zelda that it's in development.
I don't think so. I think that we'll get that next year.
Tears of the Kingdom was 2.5. The first tease for Tears of the Kingdom was 2.5 years after Breath of the Wild came out.
Yes.
It's 2026. Tears of the Kingdom came out in 2023. Just saying.
But we got Edge of Imprisonment announced.
So it's
So
already
that's
out.
why.
And they want a Zelda
Right.
product out every year. So I still think we're going to get a Zelda game regardless.
I don't think we're going to get. I think we'll get a Zelda game. I don't think we'll get a new one.
I think we get a tease for the new one. Not that it's coming out this year, but like, hey, you know, here's a trailer for the movie. Here's a, here's the game that's coming out this year.
So
and then
you mentioned the movie. I think the movie is going to get more press.
Oh yeah,
than the
definitely.
game.
I mean,
so
in my opinion, truthfully, I think we're going to get a trailer for the movie and some sort of HD remake or remaster of one of the two games that's not available on Switch right now. I would love to see a tease for the next mainline game. Will we get it? I don't know, but I would love to see it. We're not going to,
because the thing about it is they're
maybe not at this way. Maybe it's summer direct.
I don't even think no direct at all, because the team is moving away from the Breath / Tears design, so they're going in a whole new route. So I think the thing about it is, because Monolith Soft is big, I think Monolith Soft is tinkering with stuff with the Zelda team, and that's so I think they all mouths are just shut up. I'm just like, hush, don't say nothing. Let them focus on the movie. Monolith, get your next IP new game out. Market that. We're gonna work with that. We want to do something completely different.
That'll be the Zelda product for 2027 is the movie. There will be no game in 2027, I bet. I bet the movie is what now. So
now Anuma could be sneaky and be like, you remember that GameCube demo we had?
Stop. Oh, the GameCube demo?
Or was it the GameCube demo?
No, it was the Wii U demo.
The Wii U with the spider.
Yeah. Don't hurt my heart, Ed. Don't do this to me.
Anuma could be like, we revisit that and we think we're going to do something with it.
No,
they could.
Don't do that to me, Ed.
I'm just saying that they could.
I mean, I want that to be the Twilight Princess remake is what I want it to be.
Lord, if that was
like that.
Good
night.
I think I would pre-order that. I'm just like GameStop. That would make me walk into a GameStop and be like, I need to pre-order this now. I don't know it. I don't care what UPC barcode you need to use. Go use it for that Pac-Man one. I don't care. I need to pre-order this now. I'm trying to keep your store business. I'm trying to keep you a business as a store. I need to pre-order that now.
Jeez.
But no, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I think they're focusing on the movie. I think with this next direct, it's going to be the Mario movie. They're going to be focusing on, and stuff that's already announced. I don't think they're ready to announce summer stuff. I think once it gets to the summer direct, I think we'll find out for some things and everything. Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, I think I still think it's going to be like probably the yeah, like the movie, but I don't know, man. I want some new Zelda, man. I love Tears of the Kingdom and I loved Hyrule Warriors. I want it to be in that world, but I want to see what's next for Zelda, because the sooner I know, the faster I can stop wishing for, whatever the next thing not being Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild 3 or whatever.
Right.
Oh, good times though, huh?
Yes.
That's it for questions, Ed. We're done. We did it.
Yay!
It was a shorter episode today.
Since the 3 hours of 14. Less. Just quickly, everybody, for my final, I kind of just want to give my Nintendo stats for my year in review.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were going to do that during Playing with Power, and we didn't.
I do you have yours up, Corey?
Yeah.
Did you? Okay. I had 62 game. I played 62 games and 434 hours. My three top games was Ender Magnolia, Resident Evil 5, and Pipistrello Curse and the Cursed Yo-Yo. With Resident Evil 5 being the most, I was playing that on the plane a lot. My gaming style action was at 48%, shooting 20%, adventure 19%, role playing at 11%, construction and management at 1%, and character driven at 1%.
Wow.
And let's see, hold on.
This bad boy up.
So January I played 41 hours, February 31, March 13, April 8, May 13, June 80, July 23, August 48, September 37, October 25, November 50, December 69. That's my hours breakdown. In January, I did hold on one second. I just gotta scroll down. In January I did 41 hours. But Blade Chimera was my most game with 19 hours. Guns of Fury was February with 27 hours. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition was 7 hours in March. Gal Guardians Demon Purge was April. Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time in May. Pipistrello in June. Shadow Labyrinth was July. The Switch 2 edition. Resident Evil 5 was August. Hollow Knight Silk Song, September. Inner Magnolia, October and November. And then Metro Prime 4 Beyond Nintendo Switch 2 edition was December. And I chose my favorite as Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. And then I share my stats online. So that was my breakdown. But I did play a lot of other games on Switch and Switch 2.
I like how when you turn it on, it says, "Oh wait, what's this?" You started playing on Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
Yeah.
I hope you had a blast. All right, so my 2025 stats. I played 76 games on Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 this year. 388 hours I played. My top games were Fire Emblem Engage. I played for 88 hours, although I feel like it's more than that, but it's Disney Dreamlight Valley at 65 hours. And Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment at 42 hours. Action was your favorite kind of game. Action was at 27%, role playing 27%, strategy at 15%, adventure at 13%, party at 10%, and shooting at 8%. My most played month was February at 70 hours. That's when I really dove into Fire Emblem. So January was 46, March was 52, April was 6, May was 7. What game came out in April and May, Ed? Claire Obscure Expedition 33. June was 52 hours. That must have, the Switch 2 came out. I was like, what? Oh. July 18, August 21, September 39, October 10, November 35, and December 36. So my favorite game I chose was Fire Emblem Engage this year. So that was my thing. The other games I played Fortnite, I played a lot. Star Wars Outlaws, I played a lot. Mario Kart World and Mario Kart 8, I played a lot. Mario Kart Jamboree, Roller Coaster Tycoon, Smash Brothers, Shredder's Revenge. Those were just like Mario 3D World, Power Rangers, Plants vs Zombies, Splintered Fate. I played a ton of that stuff this year. So that was my Nintendo year in review, Ed.
All right.
My most played games, Ed. Are you ready for this? I played. See, this is where I get confused. Is because like it said I played Fire Emblem for 88 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. But it also says in February I played 70 hours of Fire Emblem. And then in March I played 44 hours of Fire Emblem.
But what games? Both.
Engage. Fire Emblem Engage.
Oh, okay.
It says your most played game in March was Fire Emblem Engage for 44 hours. So like that math doesn't add up. I don't know. My most played game in May was Power Rangers. You can attribute that to my son. So yeah, I played a lot more than I thought I did this year. Honestly, I also like at the bottom when you get to your year in review, you can actually go all the way back to 2017 and look at your stats, which is cool. So, yeah, I think that's really cool that you can do that. Go all the way back.
Yeah, I kind of want to compare how my 2024 was compared to this year. But I'll do that at another time.
Yeah, I want to see my stats for 2017. Oh my gosh. Your most played games in 2017 were Super Mario Odyssey for 17 hours, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 48 hours, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 197 hours.
Wow.
Oh man. That's crazy.
I wonder how.
Man.
I know.
See, but this is the type of stuff that should be in like that. Can't talk about it now. Get me out of here. I was going to start a whole new conversation about Nintendo's potential for a social media app, but I can't do that right now. We just get me out of here, Ed.
We're gonna save it. Okay. Corey, you have a backlog gaming challenge or anything?
So I am challenging myself to play. So this was actually inspired by a Gamescast episode that is releasing in a week for patrons. How to tackle your backlog in 2026. Pat, Stephanie, Stoy, and their guest Daryl Talks Games talked about the backlogs and how to manage a backlog and that sort of thing. And it got me thinking of and then this is when I was texting you because they recorded it over break, but it's those episodes are evergreen, so like that, we've just been releasing them as we go. But I texted you I'm making a backlog list of games, and so like I'm challenging myself to, and I say this every year, right, of like I'm gonna play the games that I own and spend less money on games that I just to have them sit there. I'm challenging myself for real, starting with Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance, to finish games that I own or finish classic games that I have either never played or played and never finished. So hopefully I will. What I would like to do, Ed, and I don't know if you want to do this too or not, but I think it would be an interesting segment to add to the show this year of like backlog something, a backlog segment. And like we talk about the games in our backlog that we've been playing as well. I don't know if we do that as part of playing with power, if that's like a separate segment, like weekly pickups, with that segment. But
I mean, we could do it. We're not going to have a longer discussion on it. Then we could just add it with playing with power.
Yeah. Okay. I just I've been thinking a lot about backlog stuff recently, and games that I own that I haven't played, or you know what I mean, like that sort of thing. And
right, because like even with my Series X and stuff, I've been loading up games that I want to play, and then taking them off, and then reloading the other stuff. And at one point, I was doing like all my A's and all my B's. I was like doing the alphabetical order stuff, but I'm just like, no, let me work on these games, finish them, and then take them off. Make sure that I write it down that I complete them. Because like for me, at the end of the year, I do my Yoshi coin rating, and so I want to see how many Yoshi coins I could get at the end of the year and stuff. So I'm gonna do this with you, Corey. Work on the backlog stuff, and then let everybody know that hey, I did this. This is my, I finished this with this percentage. Here's the Yoshi coins that I get, so that I could tally my stuff up at the end of the year.
Yeah, and maybe we'll open it up to like the Discord or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll make some sort of plan this week or this weekend or something, because we're going to record a couple more things this week for other ideas that we have. And
yeah,
maybe we'll talk about it like Thursday night or something. I don't know.
Yes.
But yeah, I just I don't know. I was looking. It was that when it really hit me too was when it was that night where after we were done recording, I was organizing my NSO games, right? Because it bothers me that they're not in alphabetical order. And then it bothers me that when you sort it in alphabetical order, all the Japanese games get sorted in that you can't read and don't understand what the title says because the titles are in Japanese also. And,
yes.
So I was just organizing it. And it hit me of like, oh my gosh, especially NES and SNES of like, look how many games that are sitting here that I've never even thought about playing or even touched or haven't finished, or like, look at these retro game collections that keep coming out. And I just haven't touched these games, So that's where I'm at on that. And hopefully we will be able to power through it and get through it. And I will be able to keep my mindset on these backlog games.
Yes.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you for watching and or listening to this episode of Nintendo Pow Block. If you joined us live, follow or subscribe to the channel you're watching if you haven't done so already. If you're watching later on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Whether it's on today's topics or a new idea we can discuss in a future episode. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, consider leaving us a 5-star rating and a nice review, as it helps us with discoverability and reach. You can support Boss Rush on Patreon at patreon.com/BossRushNetwork at a tier that's right for you. You can even follow for free and gain access to all of our base shows on one feed. Thank you again for watching and or listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Woohoo!
Goodbye. If you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Sana Dirrig, Francisco Santillan, and Christian S. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.